Come on in, friends. Let me know you're here. Let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions. I am Dr. Lisa. So we are talking all things going live. We're going to do a sound check in a minute and see if everything is working properly because it wasn't working a little while ago. So let's see if we're getting any reverb or feedback. I think it's good. I think it is good. So we are going to go with this one. This is a better sound check. My sound check earlier was not it. So I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions. We always start here on the YouTube streets to check in and connect with everyone and to make sure that we are talking all things going live. So let me know if there's any questions, friends. As you come in, feel free to ask questions. Make sure you are giving me a thumbs up. You are liking the live. Hello, idea barista. Appreciate your friend. How's everything going? How was your weekend? And make sure you're liking it live. Also, click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. Did you come to yesterday's meeting? It was such, I was talking so much. I don't know who was in the room. I should have checked a little bit more. We should do a roll call. You said, meh. Mm. The Miz are not good. I understand. Today feels like a meh for me too. I feel you. I feel you. Maybe not for the same reasons. I didn't know. I wonder what I missed. Oh, I did not. I wonder what I missed. I sent out the recap notes. We talked a lot about. There's a meeting tomorrow that you all are invited to. That is talking about the violations that are on uptick and stuff. So we're going to do that tomorrow. We also oh, thank you. You said, but you look cute. Thank you. Appreciate it. It is time to redo my hair, but thank you very much. It is past due time. I'm going to try my best to get it done sometime this week. We'll see. I think I'll make that part of my to-do list. We talked about the meeting that's happening tomorrow. It's a webinar that everyone's invited to hear more about TikTok and how it is trying to regulate what creators are doing in the live streams. Um, Seems as if the gingerbread, excuse me, gingerbread and some of the other filters or effects are not acceptable in terms of you having a quality live stream. I don't know if you can't use them at all, but you cannot use them in its entirety of your live stream. So that I do know. I know that they're like, okay, look here, you got to be on the screen. You just can't be a gingerbread the whole live. So I think that's what they're saying. But um, but with that, we'll get clarity. We'll get clarity tomorrow. The other thing is Creator Search Insights Ambassador Program. We talked about that quite a bit. I've had a video that has been supported by Creator Search Insights, so it's on an uptick. It's at, let me see how many views. And now these are views. I'm at 69,000, 69K. So views that I've gotten for this video so far. And so it's on an uptick. So we want to, I was telling people, go back and take a look at it. Thank you so much, everybody who's here. Appreciate you. Make sure you give me a like. TikTok and Squid Games, they give you the features and then they punish you for using. True, true. I think that was the consensus. People are like, well, why do you got to filters if we can't use them? They're like, you can't use them the whole live. Like, what you doing? You ain't trying to be live. And so anyway, so that's going to be clarified, I guess. Um, Thank you all who are coming in. I appreciate you all coming in and supporting the live stream. Again, if you are new, make sure you give me a like. So click the little like button below, as well as the subscriber button and the bell to get notifications when I go live and post content if you are new. And if you are just someone hanging out, say hello. Let us know who you are and where you're from. Put that in the chat as well. So for this live, we actually use this as a co-stream process where I'm going live also on TikTok. I'm about to go over there in a second, and we will go live and talk to our community. And then this will become a playlist for you to go back and watch later. Who is hosting this webinar? TikTok Live US. Yep, or the agency context. TikTok Live US is the agency contacts. They're one and the same. So that is TikTok Live US. Yeah, so and it's a webinar on our agency platform. We use Lark. So that is yeah. So that's who. You said, ah. You just thought TikTok Live was like these magical people? No. Or did you think the agency people were magical people? Yeah, so TikTok Live US, our points of contact are out of that office. That's the office they report to. They report to the TikTok Live arm of TikTok. Yeah, so that's who it is. So we'll and I'm not certain who is hosting the exact person. We'll see. We'll see. There's like three point of contacts that we always see who are in our meetings. So maybe one of them. Thank you so much. Hello, friends. How are you guys? Thank you all for being here. We are talking all things going live here. If you are curious about the YouTube Partners Program, I also talk about that as well. So let me know if you have any questions. I am a shop affiliate. That's part of the YouTube Partners Program, as well as the ability for me to have memberships, gifting, and ads as well. And so I probably will spend some time on YouTube today. It came up the other day and I didn't get a chance to kind of do a deeper dive to talk about the programs and how you obviously can monetize on YouTube. It's quite different from TikTok. I tell people YouTube is the long game. And so my way of playing the long game is that I go live twice a day. And what I do is co-stream. So I'm on YouTube talking to you guys. I set myself up here first, and then I will start talking on TikTok. TikTok is a little bit more detail. You can monetize quickly over there, but at the same time, you gotta understand the platform and other tools and resources and ways to build your live community. And so I teach that. We talk about that. I am a creator network agency, so I help creators with their live streaming journey, and it's a free program on TikTok because TikTok monetizes you through the Scale Live rewards. All right. So let me know if you have any questions. In the meantime, I'm happy to chat with you all here first. I was talking to my moderator. Her name is the Idea Barista. Definitely connect with her. She recently got live access and she's going to be going live soon. She's going to be talking live. Let me know if you're going live soon, friend. Let us know. Let the people know. And so she is also a great resource as well. So you definitely want to connect with her if you have questions about the go live process. Oh, I was thinking about you can get TikTok users to check out the YT. Would you consider making extremely beginner videos on YT where um, streaming beginner videos on YouTube where people can get specific tutorials? Um, yes ish. Supposedly tonight, laugh aloud, trying 7 p.m. Okay, perfect. I said yes ish because because um, I am looking at doing Service Plus videos in that way. So just trying to figure out what my options are. But yes, that sounds like a great idea. Sorry, just turn that down. Um, I just posted a video and it's interesting. I did an auto check. It's not showing up in my feed as a video that I posted. And it's a photo video. So I wonder if I was supposed to do a carousel, but I didn't do a carousel. I just did one picture and posted it. And it just, I don't think it likes it, but we're going to see. Maybe I'll come back later and do another one with an actual video image. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. So TikTok is funny. Text on screen for me is like mid. It is not the texting feature. That was something Miss Vicky said that TikTok likes her text content. For me, it's like, no, we really don't like this from you. It's not your thing. So I don't do well on those videos. You post a 15-second thing on your live tab. You posted a 15-second thing on your live tab. No, I did not. You're asking? What are you asking? I had audio problems. And I think that's what you're talking about. The video before I came here, this is my second take. it didn't pick up the audio at first. So that's what you're saying. I'm not asking. Okay. Yeah. So you're probably seeing a video I posted. It probably I need to go in and delete it. Yeah. So I had to do a second one. And so you're probably just seeing me talking about hello. Y'all hear me? Hello. So no, it didn't take correctly. And so I was doing the sound check. So I connected my microphone after I started the live, and I think that didn't. That's not the way I have to do it. I have to do it before, and so it didn't like it. And so I was getting reverb. It wasn't sounding. It's funny. The playback has sound. The playback has sound, and there's no reverb. Really? Huh. Interesting. And it's not echoing because it was echoing on my computer when I was listening to it. Interesting. Yeah, when I came back, I mean, it's sound there, but it was definitely bad quality sound. And it was like, I only saw a second of it. Okay. Yeah, it was bad quality sound. It was bad. So I heard myself, but I was echoing. Anyway, we are gonna go live in just a few minutes. I see you all coming in. Appreciate you all being here. We have some friends that joined us for a moment, so appreciate all the support. We're gonna get started in just a few minutes. I Thank you so much. Let's stay focused. I don't know what that question means, but I appreciate you being here. Feel free to ask questions relating to the topic. Can you make YouTube video service plus course? They can pay through Service Plus. They can get a link on YT. I could. I could. We talked about that yesterday. That was part of a conversation too. So we talked about Creator Search Insights, Service Plus, TikTok Shop, and the webinar. So we had a couple different conversations we span. And I could, um, absolutely, absolutely. I have to think about on the YT. Yeah, I have to think about it, but the YT piece is where it might be like a little bit of a little complicated, but it could work. It could work. I could do something. All right, my dear friends, I appreciate everybody who is here. I am going to start this live journey off right now. We're going to go live. Thank you all for being here. Let me get started so I can it's almost 10:30. Oh Lord. TikTok live, TikTok live. We are live on TikTok. TikTok live. We are giving live streaming tips. Feel free to come in, ask questions. We are going live on TikTok, friends. Let me know if you have any questions. I want to support you in your live journey. Feel free to come in and ask questions about how to go live. We are going to get started in just a few minutes. Let me know if you have any questions. We're talking all things going live here. Feel free to come in. We are talking about TikTok live. Hello, friends. Thank you so much for joining. I am setting up my screen now, so feel free to come in, ask questions. We are talking all things going live. Let me know if you have any questions about the process. Thank you all for joining the live stream. How you doing, Mama Karen? Welcome to the room. Others coming in, let me know if you have any questions about how to go live. We're giving beginner-friendly tips on the live streaming process. Thank you all for coming in. All right, I'm going to add my live to the story. We are talking how to go live, beginner friendly tips. Feel free to come in, ask questions, everybody. Thank you so much, pals. Appreciate you coming by. I am setting up my screen right now. Just shared out my live a 1 minute in. And we're close to 1K, so we're going to see if we can get those likes up. We are liking the live. That means we're tapping the screen. We're getting that early engagement in. It has been a little glitchy. Let me see. My sound bar is still not working. TikTok be nice. Why is my sound board not working? I don't know what's happening there. That is so annoying. Um, that is so annoying that it does not work. Yeah, this bottom banner, it does not want to work correctly. It's almost like it cuts off the ability for you to have that usage, so you don't see any of the sound bar. You can't use it. Interesting. Hopefully there's an update coming. I'm going to check and see if there's an update that comes through. TikTok usually sends out updates at least once a week, so hopefully that one is fixed because that's annoying. I'm not sure what's happening there, but it is not definitely working correctly. Others coming in, hey, Unwritten Unstoppable, appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for coming into the live. I'm going to share it out to my friends in the community. Appreciate you all coming in. We're talking all things live streaming. So, welcome to the room. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Um, uh, let's see, I'm setting up my screen. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much for sharing that live out, friend. Appreciate you as well. Let's see. Others come in our room. We are tapping. We are at 3.3K likes. I say in the beginning, and we're at 3 minutes in, which is awesome. I say you want to warm up your room. Every time I come live, I try to do this. I try to activate the room. We get to liking the live. We're talking and making sure that we are properly engaging, but also doing that early tapping activation. So that helps to get you pushed out a little bit more. You do want your room to engage. Hey, Beatable, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Thank you so much. Christina, thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. Anybody who is coming in, if you're new to my room, say I'm new, say hello. I always want to make sure I meet and greet my new friends that are coming in. Thank you so much, friends, on the YT. Let me know if you want me to talk about the YT. I said I was going to do a little bit of it. I've been saying it for a few days now. I think I need to kind of honor honor what I've been talking about. So I do need to talk about the YT. I'll go through that process so you guys can kind of think about co-streaming, streaming on two different places. Good morning, Christina. How are you? Is this your first time here in the room? Appreciate you being here. It says travel agent, travel coach, cruises. I get paid to book travel in my PJs. I love that, friend. I love the bio. Do you go live, or is that the next journey? Is that the next thing for the 2026 year? Jonathan, Susanna, Miss Snap, Mama Karen, welcome to the room. We also have Beatable, Unwritten, Unstoppable, and Pals in the room who are all part of my Creator Network agency. The agency is a free program. If you want me to talk about that, I'll talk about that as well. But you have to be a live host to join the agency. So let me know if you guys have questions. Hey, how you doing? Is Alago? You know what? I need to come by your live, friend. How's everything going? I'm gonna stop by when you're going. Put in the chat when you're going live again. I think you're part of my nighttime crew. The nighttime crew is hard for me. I've been in your room before and love all you share. Thank you so much, Christina. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for saying good morning and coming in, friend. Let me know. Do you still? You said I do go live. Awesome, awesome. You didn't have it in your bio. So do you have a set day and time? You want to add that to your bio as well? Leela, thank you so much for being here. Yes, tonight at 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern or Central. What time zone are you? Thank you so much for grabbing that daily heart, me friend. Appreciate that. Appreciate you as well. If you guys are here, let's get to liking the live. We do that early activation. That liking helps to get the room warmed up. So feel free to come in. Yes, Eastern. Perfect, perfect. I'll try my best to stop by at 7, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's pretty good time for me. Your live stream topic, tell me more. You are showing moms and dads how to make money online by making new skills. Okay. Um, and I'm assuming you have a course. I think you're in the course realm, that segment of live hosts. Welcome. How you doing, Blue Shift? Thank you so much for being here, which is fine. I just wanted to make sure I understood. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Fairly new. Good morning. I am a beauty towel supplier in the salon and barber. Two salon and barbers looking to learn. Welcome to the room, Miss Snap. Appreciate you being here. You've been here before as well. Perfect. Welcome to the room, friends. Do you go live yet? Let me know if you're going live as of yet. And then when we're at the end of our tapping, well, not we're never at the end of tapping. I'm just gonna say that right now. It never ends. But we're about to hit our first goal. We're about to hit our first goal for the room. Hey, Selena, which is 10K likes in 10 minutes. All right. And so we are 6 minutes in. We're about to hit 10K. So we are well ahead of the curve. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Selena, for grabbing that daily heart me. Thank you. Not yet, soon though. Okay, perfect, perfect. Definitely, you should have live access. I think you do. Have you checked? Sometimes they'll give it to you earlier. You don't have the blue engagement box, that experience box. So that is usually how I know most people will get it. Like 50 followers in that blue box will get you it much sooner than other people. Thank you so much, all. We did hit that 10K. We did hit it. We hit it. Oh, it says 7 minutes now, but I think we hit it close to six, which is good. So we're probably gonna get the flash goal soon. The flash goal is TikTok's goal. It's not mine. It's not yours. I tell you, don't ignore it. Go ahead and accept it. People in your room may support. Your role as a live host is to ask your community to support. If you can get them to support sooner than later, that's great. You want to make sure they're actively engaged in supporting your live stream. Hey, Miss K Latte, appreciate you being here. If you click the arrow in the lower right corner, we want to click that to start sharing out the live. Thank you so much for grabbing that daily heart. Me, thank you for the hand hearts. I appreciate that. Miss Darlene, thank you so much. I asked that and they never do. You know what? It's gonna come with time. It's going to come with time. I don't want you to get discouraged by it. I don't want you to start dismissing it. Okay. I don't want you to dismiss it, especially in the beginning, because TikTok's like, well, wait a minute. So you want to see if you can get it done. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene, title gifter. Miss K Latte, appreciate you as well for that hat and mustache. Thank you all, friends. I appreciate the support. You said you love my lip color. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very discouraged. How long have you been going live? Let's talk through it. Um, you said I did not think that going live is hard. It's a challenge in the beginning. Yeah. Hey, Miss K Latte, appreciate you. Thank you for that head mustache. 47 days. 47 days. How long do you normally stay live? And what are you talking about the whole time? 47, so 47 days and more. So you go daily? Do you go daily? Hey, Coach Chantel, how are you, friend? 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah, and that's why I said 30 minutes to an hour. That's on the low end. It's actually that's actually beginner level. You should be upwards of over an hour. Remember, we said the magic number. You want to get to the point where you're going at least 61 minutes. I say 61 because you don't want to be right at 60 because it could be under 60. um, with the when you think about seconds. Thank you so much, Title Gift of the Roses. Thank you, Miss K Latte. I would say you want to get to the point. Good morning, happy Monday, happy Monday to you as well. Sometimes I say hour and 30. So you say about 90 minutes sometimes. If you can get the average where you're staying 90 minutes, you're getting towards 2 hours. Um, I'm going to say this. Anyone who is in here, and I know you guys see other people who are doing really well with their courses. The digital courses, first of all, you should not expect a lot of people to come in your room when you're promoting a digital course. I'm just going to say that right now. You probably have some people who look and appear that they're doing well. Maybe they're promoting those live streams. I don't know what if they're spending money on them, but at the end of the day, you only truly see like under 30 people in your room. You're at most. That's the max end. Typically, you see like a handful, and those are people you know. Because what happens with those courses is that people are coming in. They may come from the FYP, but you really have to kind of compel them to stop the scroll to come in and want to listen to your message. And a lot of times, the way you promote a course, and I'm just going to be quite honest with you, you don't lead with the course ever, in my opinion. You lead with the problem because you want your course to be the solution. So that's just digital marketing approach. There are some people selling same course and they get 200 people through. And I know, and that is where a lot of people who are selling these courses think that that should be them. And I will say they're getting those numbers because they're either A, they are um, leading with the problem and the course is the solution. So their approach is totally different, or they are paying to get those views. That's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents about that. TikTok AI says Coach breaks down live stream tips for beginners. Ask about your goals. That's what TikTok said. Good morning. I am very new today and very old yesterday. Thank you so much. Yeah. So those are the two things that are happening there. So keep that in mind. They are doing one or two of those things. And so it's either their approach they're taking It's not about the course. They're not leading with, hey, here's my course I'm selling you guys. Here you go. You guys want this course. No, they're saying, okay, I see what your problem. I see you have a problem. Here's, my stay-at-home moms, my people. So think about how they're starting their live stream, because it's typically not the course that they're showcasing. Not until the end. The course becomes the solution. I'm a newbie TikTok and want to learn. Welcome to the room. Amelia, thank you so much. Did I say that right? Amelia, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. AKA Ernestine. Those are two different names, friend. But welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. You said no, I said, I'm going to call you Ernestine then. That one I can say correctly. So welcome to the room. Appreciate you. How you doing, Regina? Welcome. Amelia. I don't know. I'm sorry, friend, but welcome. I passed 100 viewers at once for the first time on live last night, and it was overwhelming. Ah, yes. Hey, Regina. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I missed the Zoom yesterday. I had 11 hours and 12. I had 11, 12-hour battling yesterday. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations. I know you did well, friend. The 100 viewers, yeah, once your room gets to rooming, you got to be ready for that. So I said, enjoy and appreciate the calm. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't have a lot of people in your room, work on your message, work on your message. Oh, TikTok gave us the flash goal. Sounds like Amelia. Amelia. It's heart means you all. We got the heart me. Thank you so much for being here. We have 18 heart me's. That is the flash goal. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being here. Um, it had me missing my chill time with 12 core people. I know, friend. I know. Thank you all. If you guys don't mind supporting that flash goal, I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate you supporting. Oh, look at you. Thank you so much. Unwritten Unstoppable. Congratulations. Level 35 in the room. Where's my sound effects? Oh my gosh. Let me give you some cheers for that, friend. Appreciate you all being here. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming into the room. Thank you all for being here. Good morning. How you doing, Star Gal? Gypsy, welcome to the room. I am tripping up on these names today, but thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Beatable for being here. Appreciate you. Jennifer, thank you for the populars. Thank you for the Daily Heart Me. The Daily Heart Me is the flash goal as well. I know some of you came in and already dropped your Daily Heart Me. If you have not given a Daily Heart Me, I would appreciate that. That is a way to show your support, especially when we have the flash goal going on. Let me know if there's any questions about the flash. Well, let me explain the flash goal. Look at you, Jennifer, level 19. Congratulations, friend. Um, what happens with the flash goal is that TikTok sends this goal out to the room. It is a goal you can't change. Thank you, Shayna. Appreciate your friend. It's a goal you cannot change. It pops up in your live stream, and I will tell you, try to achieve it. Don't dismiss it. You can dismiss it if you want to, but what happens is it really does have a direct line to how your room is pushed out, how TikTok views your viewers in terms of them being engaged viewers. All right. So if you can start thinking like, okay, let me support flash goals. Let me think about when a flash goal comes on. I don't care if I have 0 people in my room. I'm going to always click it. All right. And so I would say click it. It's a 15-minute time period and it's one per person. Daily Heart Me actually makes it a little complicated because that is one that you can send per live you go into. It's one you can do a day. So for example, a person like me who does lives twice a day, if you come to my 10 o'clock and you gave your daily heart me, when you come to my 4 o'clock live, you will not be able to give the daily heart me because you already gave it for the day. So that is up here where it says join. You are becoming a fan club member for the room. It's almost, think of it as your daily check-in. That's what we call it, the daily check-in. And it's a way for you to check into a live stream. Um, and you also will see different tasks that TikTok tells you to do. I give the example of if you have a favorite singer, someone you really like, you love their music, you go to their concerts, you follow them on social media, you buy their music, you are following them on the tabloids and stuff, and keeping up with their life. TikTok brought that here. They brought like, here's a list of things you can do to show yourself as a fan. Okay. And so that's what the Daily Heart Me is, becoming a part of someone's fan club. And then you essentially have this list of things you can do. You can give your Daily Heart Me, which is 45 points. TikTok gives you points for it. And so you can give your Daily Heart Me. You can put a comment in. That's another way to engage. How you doing, Bahamian? How are you, friend? Hey, Project Loop. Appreciate you as well, friend, coming back. Thank you so much for the support. And then you can also send the popular votes. That popular ranking is how you put your favorite creator on the leaderboard, on the ranking for being a popular live. And so all that plays into it, friends. Okay. So if you have not given your daily heart me, go ahead and click that heart me. Thank you so much. Help. How are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Thank you so much for supporting the live. How do you send the heart me? The heart me is, do you see the word join up here? It either says follow, because that means you need to follow the live host, or it says join. Join is where you click that and join the fan club. You have to have a coins on your account to join the fan club. Okay. And so that's something you want to do. And when you become a live host, that's something you're going to promote as well, because this is tied into also your monetization for live streaming. Okay. So if you are not, if you are going live, you're paying attention to some metrics in your room, and that is one of them that you will pay attention to. I see it now. Okay, perfect, perfect. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. Everybody else coming in, I see you as well. Thank you for grabbing that heart me as well. Income Lab. Thank you all for coming in. We, like I said, we do have the flash goal going. We have 13 of 18, 14 of 18 complete. So we have a total of four more people. So if you have not given it already, you can give it. You can give that daily heart me now. This would be the perfect time to do it, to support the live stream. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We're going to talk about that a little bit longer. Hopefully, we get it achieved. We get this done. It's one of those things where I spend too much time talking about the flash goal when I see it as a pop up that you have to do. Do you teach faceless ways to go live? Trixie, yeah, let me talk about that. I can talk about that, friend. There's it just depends on what you're doing. I'll give some tips and strategies, but it just depends on what you're doing in your live stream. Hey, Happy, thank you for grabbing that daily heart me, friend. Thank you so much. The credit savior, thank you so much for doing that as well. I appreciate you. Did we achieve it? I think we just need one more. Look at there. One more, and we are all done. Who will be that last one? Michelle, you came in and grabbed it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We got that flash goal completed. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you all coming in and supporting. We have a list of 18 people that supported that. The Income Lab, Shayna, Radiant, Help Leaders Know. Is that it? I think that is right. Um, Dr. Alicia's Shop, Unwritten Unstoppable, Happy, Michelle, Star, Beatable, Pals, Project Loop, Launch. We have Coach Chantel. We have Janae. Thank you so much, the Credit Savior, Ernestine, and the Diversified Traveler. Thank you all for supporting. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. Grace, thank you for the vote today. How are you, friend? Register to vote, Grace. We are all on it, friend. Thank you so much for supporting. So come in, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, others who are coming in, grabbing your daily heart me. So let's talk about faceless. You said build your community. Look at your friend. TikTok filters a comment. So some comments you do not see as a live host. TikTok will start filtering comments if you're writing something that is a word that is like a blocked word, or a word they deem as a concern for the community. So when I see that pop up, just know I didn't see your comment. So I did not see your comment. Thank you so much. Good morning. My other friends in the room, if you have not dropped in a good morning or hello or told me you're new, put new in the chat. Say hello. I want you guys to feel welcome. I want you guys to see that I want to greet you and let the room greet you as well. So feel free to come in and say something so we know you're here. Elle, I saw you pop in. Happy. Thank you so much for those populars. Tamika, thank you so much for joining. You're new to the room. Welcome to the room. Tamika, I'm going to give you some homework. always give homework if I don't see it. I want to make sure that you put a bio. You got to have words in your bio so we can see it and we can know who you are and what you're about. And then also, it's more important for TikTok because TikTok is going to use that to determine what your page is about, what your content is about, and maybe even your live stream because it should mirror what you're doing on your page. Your content side should mirror what you talk about in your live stream. And so, it's also how you can optimize your profile so that people can find you. So it's part of the search engine optimization. We hear people say SEO. So you want to make sure you have keywords in your bio. Maybe you're optimizing your name for your profile. All those things can help. All right, so that you're discoverable. All right, friends, new and want to learn more about TikTok and working for TikTok Shop. Okay, SD. Thank you very much, Heidi. Appreciate your friend. Look at you leveled up to 14 as well. Congratulations, friend. That is awesome. That is awesome news. TikTok Shop. I do talk a little bit about TikTok Shop. You know what happens here? What happens here is that we get all types of people coming through. So I'll talk about shoppable lives a little bit. Let me ask you said the TikTok shop because do you have it already, SD? Jen? Um, I'm gonna assume you don't. So you're looking to get it. So let me thanks for your information. You are so welcome, friend. Um, and so let me just say I would say you're to work on building your follower account first. And then maybe when you get to about 800, 900, come see me. All right, come back and I'll give you a little tip on how to get it sooner. All right, so that's what I would tell you to do, Jim. But the main goal is to bring your numbers up. You have to be over 1,000 to get the pilot program. I'm not quite there. I'm halfway there. Exactly. So once you get a little closer, then we'll talk because you're almost at the finish line. And I can like, okay, here's some things you want to start paying attention to because you want to make sure TikTok knows you're who you that you're interested in shop so that you can unlock it sooner. But also you want to be cognizant of making sure you're in good standing too. So we once you get closer, we can start talking about that. Hey, Q, welcome to the room, friends. Others who came into the room, I see you guys. Do me a favor, let's do this. You see the arrow in the corner. Let's share out the live. You can add it to your story. You can repost it. Click the repost option. You can also send it to individuals in group chats. You can also press the middle of the screen. My glasses, my nose. Press down, and then you can send it to your followers that way too. And at the very bottom, you can search for people. If you don't see them on the list, you can search for people that way as well. So if you guys don't mind sharing out the live, I really appreciate it. Yes, ma'am. Working on content in 10 days in. Okay, that's awesome. You should have this in the next, probably the next week by this time next week. How do you separate yourself from shop also? How do you separate yourself from shop? I say two accounts. I'm just going to be honest with you. Two accounts because shop is its own more or less platform when you think about it. People who are interested in shop content or shopping for content or products and stuff, they are in your room for that for the most part. TikTok will push those people in your room because they're searching for some products that maybe you have that are trendsetters, what do they call the trendsetter products, the traffic drivers, that type of stuff. So you'll have people coming to your live just for the products and not for the content. And so think about that for your page too. People are coming to your page because of it's popping up on their feed, your product, because they've been searching or interested in different products. And so for that reason, you just want to be mindful of separating the two. So when you're talking about your target audience and who you really want to talk to because of your content side, you're getting those people to get to your page, not just some random shopper. And so for that, I would say have two different accounts. Depending on your topic, some people can integrate the topics. Like I always think of my crocheters, my knitters. Yeah, if you crocheting and knitting, you're doing content about your craft, then yeah, have some products, the yarn, the needles, all the things for your products that way. And so that's totally fine. But when you're talking about somebody like me, who I'm talking about TikTok, and I have products that are like tech products to help you go live on this page, which is fine. And I'll turn on my shopping cart for that. But my shop page, I'm talking about like health and wellness products. I'm talking about some other stuff, maybe a little bit of tech, maybe a little bit of beauty because of the lipsticks and stuff like that. And so that's a different audience. Not that they're not always looking to go live. So that's a different conversation with those folks. All right. So just make sure it aligns with your live topic, and that could work too. Okay, let's see. Let me catch up on some comments. Holly Q said I'm loading up my TikTok shop account with all my shoppable videos today. Ooh, I like that. I said I was gonna start getting my stuff together too over there. I need to start doing a few more shoppable videos. Am I able to do both at the same time on live? My products and TikTok shop. Miss Snap, yes. You just answered my question. Yes. I did. I did just answer your question, but yes. The answer is yes to that. Yeah. So I sometimes I'll probably do it. We'll see today what depending on how the conversation goes and the flow of things. Sometimes I'll add products to my shopping cart too. People ask about my lights all the time, the background lighting. People ask about, I'm showing this microphone. This microphone is actually connected to my tablet. It's not connected to the audio here. The audio here is my phone audio, actually. I'll have people who ask questions about some of the other things that I offer. The tapper, that's a big, because I'm using it on my other device. So that's a big product too that people will ask about, like how do I get the tapper and stuff. So sometimes I'll throw things in a shopping cart and just share it depending on who's in the room, who's asking questions and stuff. Thank you all. Thank you so much. How you doing, Vicky? Thank you so much for being here. Good morning. Good morning. And thank you everybody. If you help to share out the live, that is great. If you could share out the live again, let's try to do a power share. We'll see how this live goes. We're gonna bring some more friends in the room. Somebody asked me earlier, my friend who asked about faceless. Are you ready to talk about faceless? And I can go a little deeper. I mean, at the end of the day, faceless content to me is probably a little bit more challenging than being face forward. I'm just gonna put it out there because I know some of y'all are nervous and you don't want to be faceless. I mean, you don't want to be on the camera, but at the end of the day, it does require you to make sure you are showing something that is of interest to your community. You got to show something. My followers are thankful for sharing your live. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, friend. Appreciate it. So you got to show something. It depends on what you're showing on the screen, but you got to have something that you're helping people to stop and listen to you. Okay. So ideally, you are talking, you're showing something that maybe they're interested in. Maybe you're showing a program or software or, um, you know, my knitters, they're showing their craft. The crocheters are showing their craft. So you have people who are faceless, but as long as what you're showing is what people are interested in seeing. All right. And so when you're talking about faceless, you almost have to be very cognizant of who is your audience and what are you saying to keep them in your room, keep them engaged in your content. Because people come with the face forward people, you see someone and you're like, oh, okay, I like their style. I like how they sound. I like again what they're sharing, or maybe in terms of visuals, like, oh, I like their lipstick, oh, I like their glasses, I like little things like that. You're drawn in because of what the person is saying or what they're doing, and so because of that, you're like, okay, I'm getting to know, like, and trust them potentially. But when you're faceless, you got to build that know, like, and trust, and what you're showing matters. Okay, so keep that in mind. I just said that because I don't want you guys to make it seem like, oh, well, if I'm not on the screen, it's going to be easy. People will just come. No, you actually got to work harder to keep them, even if they do come. Okay. You said, what do I think about Linktree? Um, so we got word from my point of contact at TikTok. I'm a creator network agency that they really don't want you to have links in your bio. And so we've noted that several creators in the agency, their views were suppressed, mine were suppressed too, and they're not getting the visibility and getting pushed out the way they used to. And so we were told that you should remove all links, website, Linktree, Beacon, Stand, whatever you want to call it. You should remove them because they really want you to use features like Service Plus. This is Service Plus. And so you can use this feature here to talk about your services. And then you're communicating in the DM. This is also Service Plus, that arrow with the yellow box with the arrow. That's Service Plus as well. And so it's a way to kind of create your service bio. TikTok is trying to pay attention to where we're sending people to, and they don't want you to redirect people off the platform. And so the links in your bio, all those links on your page and stuff, are problematic for TikTok. All right. And so I would not be surprised if there's a day when they are not available anymore. And then if you do want to talk about your business, your service, your products, you're either going to have TikTok Shop, you're going to be a seller or an affiliate, or you're going to have Service Plus, and you're going to be talking about here's my products I offer, here's what how you can get more information from me, and they're going to create a way that obviously more majority of people are using those features to showcase and share their services. All right. So keep that in mind. But it's up to you. I tell people, hey, I just share the information. I'm the messenger, and it's up to you if you want to integrate anything I say. When you click the link tree, now it tells you to copy paste. Oh, really? Told y'all, TikTok is TikTok is making it hard. I'm not surprised. Not surprised. I did not know it said that. I thought you could click it. I thought they had given like a disclaimer, like, hey, go here on on your you know based on your own accord. They don't necessarily vouch for the link, that type of thing. But I didn't know they were telling you to copy paste it. Interesting. Yeah. So yeah, I told you. I think there's a day because there used to be. I don't know if you guys were here. This I don't know when it went away, but they used to have. You can have your YouTube link in your Instagram, IG and YT. You can have also on your page. That went away. You don't see that anymore. And so I do think they're trying to phase it out. Yes, I remember that. Yeah. I think they're trying to remove them altogether. They want you to use Service Plus and TikTok Shop. Oh, I didn't know about the link in the bio. Thanks for the information. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yep. Yep. Um, so I would tell you start working on your strategy for leveraging Service Plus. That's what I do. I talk about my Service Plus. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. I talk about my services. I talk about it, but I'll pin my Service Plus. I'll tell people to click the Service Plus in the corner. It's those things that you're gonna have to come up with another creative way to connect people to what you have to offer. All right. They do offer the video course feature. So again, I'm a creative network agency. We have our weekly meetings on Sunday. We had a long discussion about Service Plus actually yesterday. I keep saying I'm going to create a video course just for my beginners, just so I can talk about some of the core stuff at the beginner level. And I can say, hey, if you need to know and want to deep dive, get this course. That's probably where I'm going to go with that. I just need to kind of sit down and do it. Hey, sweetie pie. But with that, TikTok does take a cut of that course. They take 50%. Now, here's what I tell people. I'm like, that's not a bad thing if you're, first of all, if you don't have a paywall, if you don't have another platform that you're using, not a bad thing. You can say, okay, because you're going to end up paying processing fees. You're going to pay maybe a monthly fee for some other platform. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to pay that regardless, think about how do you come up with something, make sure that the costs are probably similar, that you would end up paying per transaction or per individual supporting or clicking onto that course versus coming here. Versus going to your website. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that hat and mustache title gifter. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So you have to figure out what makes sense for you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good morning, friends. Appreciate it. It's a lot of hot hat mustaches, TikTok. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, friend. Oh, look at you, sweetie pie, level 24 in the room. Congratulations. Thank you so much, y'all, for the support. And if you were going to use one of those platforms anyway, like your other, website or whatever you're doing, think about what you can offer here and make it so that it's a gateway to your other place that you offer services. So people are not getting the main course. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting the main course. They're getting a small appetizer. I forgot what the French word is. Not the hors d'oeuvre. It's like the little what is it? It's like the palate cleanser, I guess. Something really small, but it's not really the main course. So you're giving them that, and you're leading them to your other services too. So that's the video course. But think about it. It's something I need to think about as well. I keep saying I'm going to do it. I just haven't done anything with it as of yet. But TikTok is really a moosh boosh. That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, friend. That's the word I was looking for. Yes. That is what you're offering. And so, Jennifer, you were brave for spelling that because I probably would not have written that at all. I'd be like, yeah, she'll figure that out. So I appreciate you, friend. Um, so I would say think about it like that. Now, the links in bio, yeah, it's going to be a thing of the past. I would not be surprised if they do it before the year's out. If you're already saying when you do Linktree, you got to copy paste it, yeah, that was not the case before. I think it just gave you that disclaimer message, but you could still click to go to the website. But if they're now saying copy paste, they've changed it. They've changed it already. So just know some things are going to change in that. And so they really do want you to use Service Plus and TikTok shop if you have physical products. They don't want you to redirect. And, I get it to a certain extent. I mean, it was kind of somewhat of the Wild Wild West where people were able to put, you never knew what they were promoting and sharing in different links and stuff. And you have so many people who are scamming and stuff. So you just got to be careful. Again, the TikTok streets are like the regular streets. So be careful. You can't click everybody's link. You can't go to everybody's platform. You never know what's happening. I had somebody who we avoided a scam in action last week. Yeah. So we avoided because someone had inboxed her and made it seem like they were TikTok saying she had violated the community guidelines, and that was not the case. You said I got violations, and I say I was redirecting, but I didn't say or do anything. Oh, sweetie pie, do you have a link in your bio? Let me know. Do you have like a link on your page? It could be that. Like I said, no, you don't have a link on your page? Okay. What about, do you have a board or anything? Do you have words on your board? Do you use a board? I was in my live. Yeah. Well, so there's a couple people in the agency that got that redirected message and they were saying, I wasn't doing anything, doc. There's nothing going on my page. I don't have a board. I'm not doing anything. Well, it turned out that there was a link in their bio. There was a link on their page and they hadn't saved it. So it wasn't showing up, but it was actually there. So when you go back to their profile, you could see it sitting there and they had to remove it. And that's when it stopped doing it for them. So Michael Harris, good morning, Shiner. Thank you so much. Can you sell your own products? Again, you have to be a seller under TikTok shop. I took the link out of my bio yesterday. Did you? Yeah. Like I said, that's the redirecting messaging we're hearing. We're hearing it because of the link. We're hearing it because of the boards, because you can't have websites. Um, People are using green screens and overlays with messaging on it. You said, let me see. Okay. Yeah. Um, and so people are using green screens, the overlays on the screen, and TikTok's like, no, you can't do that either. So sometimes it's the way you say things, like the AI is picking up on language and verbiage, and it may not have been your intent to say it. You were saying something, but the AI was like, oh, that's a redirecting word. So you just got to be careful about how you say things too. So it could have been a little bit of that too. But the overlays, green screens, the boards are all problematic because people are putting social media platforms on there. So you're not supposed to put TikTok or anybody else's. Etsy keeps getting people in trouble. They don't like them. Um, so be careful in that way. So you can't have other social media platforms go on your screens. I appealed and they denied it. Yeah, there's something going on. There's something um, that I would say just go back and look at your profile and see if there's something else that you're showing or and again it could have been something that you said and you're like, you know what, that was a cooking term and they thought I said something else and that's not what you said. So um what I was going to say though, there is for people in the agency, there is a webinar that's happening tomorrow. There's a webinar happening tomorrow. Like I said, the uptick in violations has been interesting. And so everybody on my little agency listserv is like up in arms about it. But I will say, come to that. So I probably will take notes. I'm definitely going to take notes. I'm going to be there. I'll probably start my live later. I may share some nuggets here, but I'm going to save that for my super fans. I'm going to save it for the agency talk on Sunday. And so if you can't attend it, you can come here. You're not going to get the full story, but you'll get it on Sunday. We'll kind of debrief it as a community, and then we'll also debrief and talk about it at the super fan meeting. I'll do a super fans later in the week as well. So just know tomorrow is the webinar. So anybody in the agency, you got an email from me, and you also got it on school. There's the link on school as well. Hey, Southern, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. Others in the room, I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Anybody new in the room, put new in the chat. Go ahead and put new in the chat so we can see you and say hi to you. Michael and Shiner Oak said hello a little while ago. Others coming in. Hey, how you doing, Jessica? Welcome to the room. You're new as well. Jordan is here. Welcome to the room. Appreciate you as well. Southern, thank you so much for being here as well. My newbies, I appreciate you. Thank you for the populars. I appreciate it, friend. Let's talk about it. Are you going live, Jordan? I'm going to give you homework. You got to do your bio, friend. We got to get your page optimized so that you have words in your bio so we can see you and see what you do, but also so that TikTok knows who you are and what you're all about. And you become searchable too on the home screen. Is there a way to do digital products through Service Plus? Well, yeah, that's what Service Plus is for. Service Plus is for your services, your non physical products. So anything that's not physical, you could talk about your digital products and services and click the Service Plus. Service Plus essentially allows you to communicate with your viewers. It gives you a Service Plus bio that you can create. And then there's like these three top frequently asked questions you can answer and address in your inbox. So people click the question. Like my question, I think one of my questions, like, how do I schedule a one-on-one? And then my answer is telling you, okay, visit my profile, my bio, so that you can, um, get to my stand, which is on my agency page. It's not on this page. So this page, I don't have a link on the bio. I do redirect you to my agency page. And so that's what's happened. Give me 1 second. Doing my first live in a day or so. And you are telling me that I can't have my link in the bio. I am telling you, you want to be mindful of having a link in a bio. I am saying that. You could be creative like I do, where I have it on another account that I don't go live on regularly, and that I am telling people to go. That is where you can go to get information, the agency page. And so that's the way I do it. If you choose to have a link, that is your prerogative, but I will tell you it does impact your views. So that's what I'm saying. Is there a way to do digital project? Okay, Service Plus. I say yes. I got you. I'm trying to figure out a way to sell my study guides. Yeah. What I would give for one-on-one consultation? Um, you can schedule one. Let's see. Here you go, friend. Yeah, I schedule and I'll add my agency pages over there in a second, but you can click this, click my Service Plus for the message and just or Service Plus and say you want to do a one-on-one. When everything's said and done, when it comes to how you do business here, you're just gonna have to be mindful of what you can and can't do. The restrictions are real. They're giving out restrictions and violations. So they really are trying to hone in on what people are saying and doing in the live streams. Um, the other thing I will say is that if you want to essentially talk about other services that you offer, your study guides, your other things, you can talk about that stuff to your community and say, if you want to get more services from me, get my study guides, click my Service Plus. I'll you can send me your email and I will send you my study guide. I'll send you my other information. So you can say that in your live stream. You actually can say, have viewer wishes up and say have different questions that you ask people to do or different things people will get by supporting your viewer wishes. And that's another way you can do it. So they actually have a lot of creative ways that you can get people to support you. Viewer wishes is this really quickly, since I mentioned, I'll show it real quick. um, Give me 1 second, I'll show it. um, Let me give me 1 second. I'm not going to do this, but just know this is a way to do it. So I'm not singing, but you can change the words. Express fast, I don't know what that is. Sing your name, sing your moment. I don't sing, y'all. Y'all don't want me to sing. But they also have some creative ways that you can set up your viewer wishes. So you can change the words here and they have some templates. So this is a template. But as you're talking to your community, you can have different things here that align with what you're talking about. And you can ask people to support. If you want this, then this the type of way you can support. Okay, so people use it all the time. Hello from Texas. Welcome, friend. Welcome. Hello from Florida. Um, and so, and that says 30 minutes. You can have that up for as much as 30 minutes, but you can also make it 1 minute. Or I think 1 minute might be the shortest. So you have different intervals that you can use. Hey, 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 how are you, friend? So keep that in mind. This is a way that you can talk about your services too. Am I able to show product in a QR code like pattern to direct them to my site? No. I'm pretty sure that. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure you cannot because you might get a redirection. Hello again. How are you, friends? Thank you so much. Hey, can you make the words larger? No. This you talking about Service Plus? Um, you said I'm waiting. You said I'm waiting for the song. Hi, sweetie pie. I told you I don't say. Who was that? Coach Jesse was teasing me, talking about I was in the choir and they just had a pity because my grandmother was one of the ushers. So that's why they let me in the choir. I was like, whatever. So well, they was practicing nepotism. So I wasn't, because I did not belong in nobody's choir. How you doing, friend? But with that being said, you can use viewer wishes. Thank you so much, friends. I'm gonna let this down for y'all actually start thinking I'm gonna sing for real. Um, and so all you have to do is go back to the three dots and end it, and that's how it goes. This is the only font size. That is the font size for that particular item. Yes, that's it. That's the font size you get. I'm on my phone. You can do viewer wishes on the laptop. Again, the laptop is a little different. You got to make sure your device is able to handle being on a laptop, meaning that you close different windows and browsers and don't have anything kind of running in the background when you're trying to stream from your laptop, unless you have like a high quality kind of gaming like laptop. So I think that will help you. But make sure you do the updates often for the phone and for the laptop. Make sure you update the TikTok app, and then ultimately you should be able to do a viewer wishes is on that. I remember seeing it. Thank you so much, everyone coming in. I see you guys. I appreciate you all being here. What is it called? Viewer wishes. Yep, that's what that's called. Yeah, so that is what it's called. Um, so with that, you can come up with creative ways to tell people how to get more information. You can have them think about ways to engage. Service Plus does have a Discord. Thank you so much for the Daily Heart Me. It does have, hey, imagery. How are you, friend? It does have a Discord. Discord is a separate community that you could um, sign up for. So once you join it, I think you'll get some notifications, some emails, and that should allow you to find it to sign up. I'm not sure exactly if it's located in different spaces, but you can apply to go to the Discord. The Discord, they have weekly meetings, and then there's a few point of contacts over there that can help you understand how to use it and leverage it for your topic for your live stream. And so I would encourage you to join their Discord. Thank you very much, iMagery. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the radiant launch gift. I appreciate that. Can you make the Go Popular as a live go? No, you can't. Go Popular is a community, a fan club gift that you can send. So you have to be in someone's fan club to use the Go Popular. I don't know why it can't be a goal, because the Daily Heart Me is a goal sometimes too. You can set that as a goal, but I think it's because it's part of the fan club. So it's a special gift for those people who can use that. Good morning, everyone in the room. Thank you so much, Dee Dee. How are you? Thank you for the Go Populars. I see you guys. Thank you for the community gift as well. Appreciate you all coming through. Hey, Unwritten Unstoppable, you are back in the house. So thank you all. Let me know if there's any questions about that. Have a lovely day, everyone. You're welcome. One of the things I've been talking about the past couple lives is not Service Plus, Creator Search Insights. I've talked about that a little bit because I actually have a video that's about to get to 70K views. It might be 70K by now. So it's about to hit 70K views. And That video is because I talked about Service Plus and I got accepted into what they call the Service Plus Ambassador Program. And so you can apply to be a part, to be an ambassador. They have to accept you. And then ultimately, what they'll do is you'll send them your video and the ad code. You're going to send them the ad code for your video, and they will promote that video. And so they added promote dollars behind one of my videos. Well, the beauty of this is that, the videos just talking about Service Plus and talking about the AI Canvas feature they have now. But the whole point of that video is that it's getting me more views to my page. My page views have increased quite a bit, and to the point where we're gonna knock on wood. We'll see. I probably have another 15K to go before I can apply to the Creator Rewards program. That's something I've never been able to apply to because my views for my videos have never hit 100,000 views in the 30-day period. That's one of the stipulations. So you got to have 100,000 views within a 30-day period and 10,000 followers. So those are two things you need to hit, as well as your videos have to be in good standing. And so because of that, I should be eligible, who knows, by the end of the week if this video continues to trend the way it's trending. And I want to share that with you all because I want you guys, okay, thank you for sharing. Yeah, because I want you guys to also take advantage of those type of opportunities. You say congrats, thank you. So that doesn't have to just be me, it could be anybody in the room. The payment of those videos are lovely. Oh, well, here's hoping. That's the case. I got to get in the program first. I don't know if that video count any of your old content, or is it just going forward? Um, but but with that, will you repeat that, please? Will I repeat everything I just said? So okay, I will, friend. Creator search insights. Do you know what that is? Say no in the chat if you have no clue what I'm talking about. Put don't no in the chat if you don't know what it is. Do Creator Awards program is different than the campaign offers out. I keep getting yes, it is. So you know what it is? No, Daisy, you don't know what it is. Um, so Creator Search Insights is a feature. I just did a video about this also where you can find it. But if you are on your profile, so let's see. Here we go. I'm going to turn my video around. I'm just going to show my video real quick, my page. So if you go here and you go to Creator Search Insights, this is the new location where it's at. It'll take you to this screen. TikTok gave me a puzzle. And it's a puzzle better than a violation. It'll take you to this screen. This is Creator Search Insights. So Creator Search Insights is a database. Think of it as a database. Good morning. How you doing? Morning. What are playbooks for, and how do you leverage them? Give me a second, Janae. Give me a second. I'll circle back. You do want to. I think you're trying to have like more of a game fun live stream. So yeah, I'll talk about it in a second. I just did a video in Creator Search Insights this morning. Okay, that's good. That's good. So when it comes to Creator Search Insights, you're able to go there and you can find trending topics that are just trending across the app, and then you can find topics that are content gaps. When it comes to the content you're producing, what are some different content topics that you can cover so that you can do video content on that? So TikTok. So for example, I'll say this: Creator Search Insights. They want more videos about their platform and how people can get it. And essentially they want to promote that. They want people to know, hey, use Creator Search Insights. Because here's the reality. They had a webinar back in February. The reality is they're trying to make content, quality content. That's number one, high quality content. And they're trying to make sure your content is discoverable. People can search and find the topics, the things you're discussing in your content. Hey, Susan, welcome to the room. And so if you're just doing content that's just stuff that you just open up your phone and you just do something, that may not be a searchable term or searchable post that people may want to engage in. So they're really trying to flip the approach here, where we're now producing content that is based on trending topics or content that people have been curious about or need more content about a topic, and they want you to produce that type of content. And so they've integrated a couple of different AI tools as well. So one is the AI outline, and then the AI canvas. And then, as you can tell, with some of your even some of your posts that you do, if you go to write your description, you can click the little wand, and it'll come up with a description for you using AI as well. Okay, I tried that you talked about yesterday. It's a little clunky, but how did you like it? It's a little clunky, but it is. I think it has a great intention, but it is a little clunky in terms of how it's executed. You said I love AI too. Okay, there we go. All right, Susan. Sunday said that, and so it's okay. Yeah, yeah. I thought it was clunky. I'm gonna try to use it again today. I haven't used it recently, but I'll try it again today. Good morning, friend. Thank you for the populars, Claire. So it is a little clunky, but I think it's worth trying. I'll probably do another video about it, so I can have some more creator search insight content out there. But the reason I said that, the whole point of this conversation is that if you go to any of their webinars, they do promote different webinars. I'm not sure when the next one will be, but definitely make sure you click to attend one of their webinars if they're going to have ambassadors or others. Hey, Diamond, sign up to do it. You know, why not? If you're in my agency, I sent you guys some information. So definitely go to the school platform if you're curious about what this is all about. I sent some information about it. So see if you can sign up. I think it's worth it. The reality of this is, for me, I'm like, I'm trying to get more visibility. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to grow. This is my year of growth. I say it all the time. And I'm trying to get more visibility. And so this may be a way to do it. All right. So I want you guys to know that, um, and with any of these tools, did you get the flash code? I did, Diamond. Appreciate your friend. It was Heart Meets too. Appreciate that. How you doing, Dave? Appreciate your friend. Hello to you as well. I'm having an amazing day. I appreciate you guys coming in and supporting. So, yeah, so with tools like that, I want you guys just to kind of make sure you're getting ahead. All right. And so if it gets you visibility, if it gets you more people to come and engage in your content, what's happened is that video, because they've done that, that video has now moved up a lot of my videos. A lot of my video views have increased just because of that one video. And like I said, it's in counting. So hopefully it doesn't slow down too quickly, but I would love to see it get to 100K just on that one video alone. I haven't had a video that has done that yet. Miss Mama Jean, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. So definitely take a look and see if that's a tool. In our meeting yesterday, we talked about maybe not having people are like, well, how do I connect it to my topic? And I was like, you just talk to your community and say, here's what I'm using to understand my topic in this way, or understand the content gaps for my content, or searching for the content gaps. Or if I'm looking at other creators who are posting content on this topic, I can also engage with them as well. So it's multifaceted. I think it's a great tool, but I think you just have to figure out how you can align it to your topic. Thank you so much for the finger hearts and the populars, friend. I appreciate you. Um, Janae, you said with playbooks, I plan to focus on book talk content for whimsy readers and writers. I love that. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. Okay, chat later, everyone. Thank you so much, Unwritten Unstoppable. I appreciate you, friend. Did you cover how to make stickers? No. What type of stickers you're talking about? Are you talking about the stickers that I could put here, or are you talking about my chat stickers, like for the fan club? Let me know if you're referring to the fan club. Hello, Miss Vicky. How you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. Appreciate you. Yeah, let me know if you meant the fan club. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Claire. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the daily heart me. Can you talk about what playbooks are and how to leverage them? Okay, so playbooks really quickly. Playbooks are where other creators have created a, a step-by-step guide for doing some type of topic or feature or whatever they're showing. So playbooks are under, there are a couple different places. Multi-guests, when you click the two people, you can click there to find the multi-guest playbooks. It's called a fun kit, and you can kind of look and see what other playbooks are listed there. You also can click the three dots in the corner, the right lower corner. Playbook is listed there. When you co-host with somebody, a playbook is put there as well. So you would have to go through it. It's hundreds of them because if I understood correctly, you can create a playbook and put it in there. So if there's some features that you've kind of created in terms of utilizing certain features together, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Queen. You can make that a playbook for people for you to remember and know. Okay, here's when I do my scavenger hunt or my scavenger hunt, extreme edition. And you create this playbook for it. And so you can go back to it and then you offer it and make it available for other people to utilize too. So it has the timer that maybe that's something you're going to utilize. You have the multi panel boxes. So if I understood correctly, it just gives you the instructions on how to execute that. All right. So that's a playbook. It's a great tool. They have all types of playbooks in there, and people have created these fun, interactive ways to engage your live stream. Um, Thank you so much, friend. How you doing, locked up? And so when I thank you so much for that daily heart me zero productions. How are you, friend? Um, I don't use them. I think in the early iteration, they were kind of glitchy. But maybe I shouldn't say the word glitchy. Maybe they didn't work. They just didn't work. Like you would follow the steps. It's like nothing happens. And so it was. I think it was just a little weird in terms of how they were structured. You'll probably find some. You're following the steps, and you're like, okay, it does not do what it said it's going to do, and maybe it's just the way the person wrote it up that they didn't write it up correctly. But yeah, pay attention to that. I mean, I think they're better now. I believe Coach Jessie used it the other day and she followed the instructions and it worked just fine. So yeah, they'll guide you to how to utilize other features here. If you get time, go ahead and search through them because you could find some great little ways to kind of create, group activities and other little fun ways to kind of bring people together. All right. Black Lotus, I think did she come in? I think she was about to come in. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all joining. Let me know if there's any questions. So Playbook will, once you click it, it'll pop up here for you. When you activate it, you'll see it up in this area and then you can click it if you need to get to it. But it's just a matter of turning it on. Like I said, when you co-host with somebody, you'll see the Playbook feature pop up next to the interlocking rings next to the boxing gloves. I think that's what it is. The boxing gloves and then the playbook feature. Anybody else want to add anything to that? Let me know if you guys have any questions about playbooks. It's not something I use all the time. Like I said, I did it once before and I haven't used it in quite some time. You said stickers. Did you tell me? Okay, you talking about the stickers in the fan club. Hey, Flourish, how are you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room, everybody. Um, when it comes to fan club stickers, um, part of those stickers came from Nika, and I think she used ChatGPT to create them. That level up sticker. She used ChatGPT, and I think she had the version where it allowed artwork to come out. I think she has the paid version, and you can have artwork. Thank you so much for the populars. And then, um, and then my son used Canva and Photoshop for the other stickers that are in there. So a combination. Hey, friend, thank you so much. Others in the room, appreciate everybody being here. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, we're going to try to get some more views in the live. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, you can repost, you can add to story, you can hold down my nose and glasses and share out the live. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the meantime. So yeah, Diamond, that's what I would tell you. That's cool. I have both of those. Yeah. So you just play around with a prompt and you just let the prompt know that you're doing a TikTok sticker. I think I don't remember what the specs were. It will say it under the fan club what the specs are. In a live, is there a way to see at the end what viewers gifted? Yes. Um, you get your top viewers. I don't know if you get everybody. I think you get your top 100. I believe that's what you see, the top 100. Um, but yeah, there's two places. After you go live, you'll see this congratulations screen. Click that, and you'll see a box with top 3 people who gifted. And then when you click that, it'll show you some more data about them clicking. Each person's name, there's an arrow by it and kind of gives you a screen breakdown of what they did in terms of likes, shares, comments, and gifting. Yeah. So you should see it there. And then when you go back and look at your live analytics, there's a page there that lists all the type of engagement that happened for people as well in their gifting. If you just say that that's what you're making and it knows the specs, it knows. Okay, good, good. Florcia's talking about the stickers for you, Diamond. She said if you just know that you're making a TikTok sticker, it'll know the specs for you. And then you download it to your camera roll and upload it into TikTok. So that's good. Um, Let me know if that answers your question about viewer gifting. But yeah, it's under the analytics, so you can get that information there as well. Yeah, and you want to be in, um, try to be as appreciative as possible. So it allows you to send messages to those individuals. When you first get off, they'll give you a quick little blurb that you can send off. So when you first get off, scroll down to your viewers, that viewer area, and then you can quickly send messages to those people. There's a little arrow where you can see the full list and you can quickly send them a message and it's already AI generated. I would say try to read it because some of them don't make sense, but try to read the message just to make sure it's appropriate for that person who you're sending it to. Um, any other questions, my new friends in the room? Who is new? You guys are rather quiet today. Let me know. If you are in the agency, what I've been sharing earlier is that you need to, if you can try to make that meeting tomorrow. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in my live. I'll spend some time maybe doing a couple little high level points. I probably will save some of that conversation for super fans. And then our next Sunday meeting, I'll use that to kind of debrief. Beyond that, if you're not attending and hearing it from TikTok directly, the horse's mouth, you'll hear kind of a very condensed version from me. And so hopefully you can attend some of those other spaces where other people can give their input. But it'll be important for you to attend. I'm I'm not sure what all is going to be discussed, but I've gotten, hey Eugene, I've gotten the impression that, those effects, the gingerbread, those type of effects, not that you can't, I don't think you're not going to be able to use them. I don't think you'll be able to use them as frequently and as prevalently they've been used. People are using them all the time to conceal their face, and TikTok's like no more. You got to be on the camera, you got to be engaging, and you can't be a gingerbread man the whole time. So I think that's going to be a big, conversation, but we'll see if anything else pops up. Let me know if there's questions, you all. Appreciate you all being here. Let me know if there's any other questions too. Hey, friends coming in. We, I'm not gonna stay on forever. I'll probably stay. We'll make this probably a 90-minute live. So you got me for about another 15 minutes or so. So let me know if there's other questions, friends. Let's see. Thank you all for sharing out the live. Thank you, Digital X Ray. Appreciate your friend. Let me know if you have questions. My new friends, if you are new and you're going live, put your live time topic, anybody in the room, put your live topic, time, and time zone. Thank you so much for all the information. You're welcome, Sunday Self Care. Put your live topic, time, and time zone in the chat. Put it in the chat as well so we can see it, so that we can hopefully engage as well. Eye imagery, are you going live yet? Let me know if you're going live. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Miss Vicky. She goes live at 7:30 Eastern. Had to think about it. Eastern. Oh, nope. Oh, why not? What's wrong? Hey, Mama Oz. Thank you so much for being here. What's going on? What's the delay? He says, still can't figure out how to become a super fan. When I got to click it, it says account disabled. Hmm. You said, is it Minsa events? Um, Welcome to the room, friend. Welcome. Let me know what the account disabled means. Um, have you put coins on your account before? Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Have you put coins on your account? You don't have any coins currently, so you would have to put some coins on your account. Let's see. Yeah, so coins. I would start with coins as a first step. Were you nervous your first time? A few times live, going live. Ooh, Sunday self care. Um, Yes. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I was a little nervous, a little nervous of the unknown. Didn't know who was coming in, what was going to happen. So I think the unknown had me scared. I think probably So when I for this account, I had already gone live faceless. Remember, somebody asked me earlier about being faceless. I was faceless on my other account. So this was the first account where I was face forward and people knew who I was. And so by me, hey Mary Kay, how are you, friend? How you doing, D? By me being face forward, that made me a little uneasy. It was like, who's gonna see me? What's gonna go? What's gonna happen? Thank you so much, friend. And then when it came to having a topic to cover, I was still kind of working through my messaging. And so by the time I got to live number 3, I think I felt better about my approach. And so that's when things start to work and click for me. But the first 3 lives, because you have to do those first 3 lives to kind of get full access. I had done those, and I had done them like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, that type of thing. I tried to scale it a little bit, and I would do, I think the most I had done was like by live number 3, I think I had gotten to like 25 minutes, something like that. This is before the scale live rewards, so remember that didn't matter. But I had gotten to at least 25 minutes. And so then when it came to afterwards, like really talking live 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's where I was like, okay, what is my topic going to be? And then I think about, like I said, by the end of the week, maybe towards the end, it wasn't live number 3, but it was like the third of the full access lives. So maybe that was live 6 or 7. Um, I felt a little bit better. I felt like I had a direction. So I think that's what I would say. Yeah. He said, I'm so nervous. You got this. 7:30 a.m. How do you get morning engagement, more engagement on your content? Yep. Yep. That is Coach V. Coach Vicky. Definitely follow her. She is awesome, you all. Um, you said I'm a blind gamer. Hey Jay. That has streamed the last 4 months, level C4. Everyday streamer. Um, Everyday streamer, now agent. You're an agent too. Let me know if that's that what you're asking. Let me know if that's what you meant. Um, let's see. Miss Snap, no, no to what? Getting coins in your account. I think that's what you're asking. I did do one last week for about 40 minutes. Haven't been back yet. What? How did it go? Why haven't you been back? I need to find a time location where I can be consistent without interruption. Okay, gotcha. And then Donna, you said good morning. Good morning, friend. Good morning. Thank you so much, Mary Kay. Joseph, thank you so much for being here. Blue Shift, welcome to the room. Um, Miss Vicky says 7:30 a.m. going live from Afraid to Brave. She is a good one to go to, friend, my nervous friend. So definitely go there. My days are still all over the place. Okay, I need to figure out timing. Yes. Hello, bookkeeper. How are you, friend? I have not gone live yet, kind of scared. So trying to learn and okay, and building my knowledge so I will not something be scared. Is that what it is? Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for sharing a bit of your story. I appreciate it so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. Um, so yeah. Good morning, Dr. Lisa. How are you? Hope my day is well. It's going well, friend. Hey, crazy little sis. Hey, welcome to the room. Yes, no coins. Do I purchase them? Yes. You got to have coins in your account to fully engage, to get the daily heart me. I believe to get the super fan too. I think they're going to ask for coins that way too. And to support the flash goal, the live goal. Hey, John Baldwin. So if you click the gift box here in the corner, right corner of that gift box, it probably has the word recharge. You click that, you're now going to go to the screen where you can purchase coins. I will tell you to pause. So once you go to the website, there's a little message that says recharge on tiktok.com/coin and to get a 25% discount. So that's what I would tell you to do. Go there, get your coins so you can get the bigger discount. Maybe put $10, $20, and then that'll allow you to at least get started with getting coins in your account and being able to engage fully and just manage your budget. Don't try to break the bank, but you decide what makes sense for you. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing out the live, friend. I appreciate that. Let's see. I want to make sure I catch up on comments. Um, so it says coaching beginners on tips for live streaming and engagement. Ask your questions. It got me right that time, y'all. Got me right. And so yeah, so put coins in your account. Thank you so much, everybody coming in. I appreciate it. This is our friend Diamond. Diamond says she's live 9:30. I'm sorry, 9 o'clock Central. 10 practical tips for parents to communicate better with their kids. I love it. I love that. Tish the Dish always here to support the great work you do. Thank you so much. Okay, not a problem. Great advice. You're welcome. You're welcome. Um, so yeah, let me go back a little bit. My story, since I didn't talk as much about my story before. So I've been going live on TikTok since technically, like I said, my very first account. Somebody asked earlier about faceless. I actually was faceless. I can't show it right now because it's going to be a tower that tumbles. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can grab it without everything falling on me. I'll do it. Okay, I think I'm gonna be able to grab it. Okay, so I was a person who was faceless, and I would talk about my. I had a book, and I would give devotional messages because my page was an affirmation page. So my page now is the shop page. My Dr. Lisa shop page is was my first account. Technically the second, because my very first account was my lurking account for my daughter when she was going viral on here, and I was like, what is she on TikTok doing? So that account still exists. I don't talk about that account. So that account is just out there. But my account I created, my account I created for TikTok purposes and posting content was faceless. And I would just do these affirmational messages and I would share from my camera roll. You say, got me cracking up. Yeah. I was like, what's she doing going viral? What's this viral stuff? So she's in college now, y'all. She'll be 21 this year. But she was like, this was during COVID. So she was, subtract 5 years or so, 6 years ago. She was what, 15, 14, 15 at the time. I was like, let me see what's happening over here. So um, but so with that account, I would do affirmations and I would take pictures from my camera rolls, vacation photos. My husband would do his walks. Thank you for the populars. He would do his walks and he would take pictures of like little sky images, the sun, the moon, the waterways, that type of stuff. So he would send me pictures and I was like, okay, here's my picture. I'm going to put an affirmation over it. Didn't know you had an older child too. Yes, yes. We're blended. So blended family. Girl, I know what you mean. I had to take my daughter phone away. Exactly. I was like, man, what's going on here? And and it was so funny, y'all, because I distinctly remember this one time, during COVID, you would get out and you would just walk, you would go for walks and stuff. And she was on her bike and she set her phone up on the ground. You know how you get in like B-roll images? She set her phone up on the ground. I'm walking. I turn around. She's behind me. Her phone's on the ground. And she's like walking, riding her bike towards the phone. I was like, what is you doing, girl? It's like, what's going on over here? And obviously I had no clue about content creation back then, but she was getting content. Good morning, Mrs. Treetop. She was getting herself some content. I was like, oh, what's happening? And so anyway, so I would take these affirmations and stuff, and I would put them on these pictures, and that was kind of my content. I was just doing stuff like that and putting messages on there, inspirational messages, and so I would do faceless content where I would have my a book stand and I had like a women's devotional and I would read from that and I would just talk about it. And that was kind of my faceless way of doing it. And then I did a couple shop videos because I got shop on that account. That was kind of why I got the account because I was like, what's this TikTok shop stuff? So I was like, well, let me see if I can get shop. Thank you so much. How you doing? Happy Monday, Mrs. Treetop. And so I learned about the shops, TikTok shop do's and don'ts, how to get it, what you need to do to make sure um, you're able to get invited into the program, and then also some of the earlier things about setting up your TikTok shop. Okay, so a lot of the stuff I was learning, I was doing it. So I was learning by doing. And so I bought this turntable. I just want to show you guys this. I bought this turntable as a way, again, to be faceless. Oh, look at you, the money gun. Thank you so much for the title gifter. Thank you for that, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Um, Coming in being the title gifter. Thank you for that. And so I would How many money? It's like six or seven of them, ain't it? It's five of them. Thank you, friend. Oh my gosh, you leveled up in the room as well. Look at there. Let's see. 41. Oh my gosh, Mrs. Treetop. I love it. Thank you so much. Mrs. Treetop, are you going live today? She does financial literacy, so she is a great live host. So if you haven't connected with her, she's definitely somebody you want to connect with in the room. And she does financial literacy throughout the day, 2:30 Eastern. Let me know if that's the right time. Yep, mindset, and money mindset. Is that right? Money mindset. I think I said that right. And she goes live at 2:30 Eastern every day but Tuesday. Is that right? Monday through Friday, not on Tuesday though. I think that's what it is. Weekdays. And then he said, I love it. And then she also battles in the evening. She battles nightly in the evening. She has a group that she work that they work together and they do campaigns and they battle. Okay, yes. So definitely connect with her. I'll pin her for a second. So there we go. I'm at work and getting up to get my lady up. All right, friend. And so yeah, so she does that. So definitely a live to go to so you can learn more and understand, ask her questions. She is hilarious in the evening because they do the voices and they have a lot of great conversations. So definitely get over there. Good morning. How you doing? Chocolate Aid. Thank you so much. Goodie shop. Thank you so much for being here, friend. So I would use the turntable. That was the whole point of me showing this to also showcase the type of products. Again, faceless. So I wasn't showing my face. Um, and so when I decided to be face forward, I don't know what it was. It was more or less one of those conscious moments. I'm like, okay, what am I hiding? What am I doing? Like, why can't I be face forward? And I was going to other lives and I was seeing people be face forward and they were sharing their experience. They were talking about TikTok. They were sharing different tips and information. And I was like, well, I know some stuff that I've been doing. Hey, Miss Vicky, appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you as well. Another great live host. 7:30, I think 7:30 in the morning daily. She goes live. So she is another great one to go visit. Um, thank you so much, Bookkeeper. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you all for the daily heart me. So when I started my journey, I was saying I was gonna do a New Year's resolution. So you said, did you ever use the paid promotion tools? It's a good investment when starting out. Um, thank you so much for the cheer mic. I missed my little song, but I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for doing that. Appreciate you guys. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. Paid promotions in the beginning, I would say wait until you get comfortable producing content. Pay attention to other people and how they produce content. Um, the thing about the paid promotions is good for views because TikTok will give you some views. You might get a few thousand views, maybe 10,000 on the high end, typically with those type of paid promotions. But it does not necessarily get you follows and likes. I talked about earlier a video that I'm using under a paid promotion from Creator Search Insights. So they paid for that video to get pushed out. The likes, the engagement on that video is still rather relatively low. Yeah, so there's not a lot of engagement. I picked up some followers from the content side. I think I get more from my live stream. I always have been. So I would say it's not necessarily worth paying quite too early, especially as you're getting used to posting content, talking about your topic, doing the things that will become, high quality content creation. I would say give yourself maybe 30 to 60 days and then maybe you can kind of you want to promote something. But just know you may have to be intentional about who you're trying to who's your target audience, who are you trying to engage with your content. Somebody recently did it in our agency. I'm talking about Luna, and she gave her recap in school. So you guys can kind of go back and read her recap on it. But essentially, what she noted is that she would want to make sure she hone in on the demographics better because she got a lot of men to respond to that post and like her post and follow her. So she wasn't looking for men, but they sent it out to everybody. So think about who you're trying to target before you do the promote as well. So that may not be your target audience. And so just know that they'll send it out to any and everybody. So um, I would I would wait though, especially when it comes to live too. If you're gonna promote in live, TikTok is gonna push your live out. You will get people in your live. Will you be able to keep them? Is the question. So you'll see the numbers change, but they'll just leave. So the question is, can you keep them in the room? And so you want to work on keeping them. That's the main focus. Thank you so much for grabbing that heart, me. Um, Post with intention. Yeah, post with intention. I love that. Yep. As a service provider, I targeted women in my area only. Yes. So yeah. So be careful about that. Hey, Coach Jesse, be careful about words that you use to, because you'll say, "Oh, I'm just here targeting the women." Then you bring all the men because they like, "Oh, this is where all the women at." And so little things like that, I've seen people say, "Why do I always have men in my life? I don't understand." And then in their bio, it's like single woman. It was like, okay, well, you call it all the boys to the party because you like, I'm single. And so change your words matter. And that's how you're going to get, if you shift your words and your language, you'll get the right people to come to your live, okay, into your page. All right. Because again, the algorithms listen to everything you write, you type, you watch, all the things matter. He said, "Oh my, isn't that something?" Men respond, "Wow." Yes, they do. They come and they have the little bat signal going out. It's like, okay, let me go here. Thank you, Flourish. I see you, friend. Appreciate you. Um, another Flores is another great live host too. She is live. She does plant care, house plant care, and so she is good. She has a room that's rooming. She kind of cracked the code for us to kind of understand ways to get engagement and more viewership in your live. So definitely go watch her in action. Imagery, you said right. I meant when I tried to pay promotion, is I said it for women. You said it for women. Okay, gotcha. Okay, and did was that effective for you? Was that effective? Let me know if that worked for you. Hey, Coach Jesse, see your friend Marvelous Monday. Eye imagery. I said I'm asking if that was effective because did you get engagement? You might have got the views, but did they like, comment? What was your engagement like, or was it just views? So let us know. Um, so yeah, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you all for supporting. Any other questions coming out of that too? I didn't finish my thought on my beginning. I just wanted to make sure I kind of closed the loop there as well. Thank you for that victory, that club victory. I appreciate it. Club victory, friend. Um, so I was gonna share that the one thing I did to start my process, and this is probably for you, self care. I started with a challenge. I challenged myself to go live every day in January. Okay. So if that's something that you can think about, like what does it look like for you to go every single day? In January, we're about to hit a new month soon. You know, it could be even today. You say, I'm going to go live every day until May 20th or whatever the case may be. But how do you start that challenge and start that process of going live? So that's what I would encourage you to do. Think about how you can make it happen. Thank you for promoting others. They're so kind. Oh, you're so welcome, friend. Um, you said 4 months of live, now level C4. Is it time to look for an agent? Oh, thank you so much, Coach Jesse. I appreciate the fireworks. Um, 4 months C4. Is it time to look for an agent? You can. You've been going live. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much, Flourish. You've been going live for 4 months and you've been growing. And you do gaming lives and stuff. I guess the question is, I mean, obviously you want to continue to grow. You want to continue to understand how to monetize. So, an agency should be able to help you with that. I would say, identify the agency that you're looking for that's going to support you in your goals and your journey. Um, when it comes to campaigns, when it comes to doing other things in your live stream, agency can give you some tips and strategies. I can't thank you enough for sharing this information. You're truly inspiring us. Oh, you're so sweet. Appreciate that, friends. I appreciate it. Yes, I need to get a consistent plan together. Yep, that's it. That's it. You said eye imagery, you said pretty effective. I got women in the Maryland area. Lots of views, minimal likes, but lots of DMs. Okay, well that's good. That's a win. That is a win, friend. Yeah, so I would say definitely. I would definitely say that that is what you want. You want people to be in your chat, connecting with you, asking questions, especially if they're local. I mean, obviously, you're looking for local clients, so that's a win. So for your strategy, yeah, you might want to continue to use promote on a maybe a seasonal basis or a few times every other month, something like that, or maybe even monthly. Thank you so much, friend. You said I'm blind, so I have an advocate for the blind and visual impairing via gaming. Gotcha. Are you using Tickfinity also? Let me know if you're using like Tickfinity to also manage the chat and stuff of what's happening. You said, Dr. Lisa, you're awesome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Yes, I am. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Um, Thank you so much. I see your friend. Thank you for the stickers. Yeah, so I am a creative network agency. Let me talk about the agency for a little bit too, so I can share some stuff. We have a great agency. We got a great agency of supporters. So just know that, as you are engaging with other people's lives, you want to make sure you're expanding your reach, connecting with other people who are going to help you grow, and that's where many of the people operate from a sense of support. And so that's so important in terms of how you're thinking about your live stream and what else you can do to help others. You want to support them. So um, I go live twice a day. I also have weekly meetings. We have meetings on Sundays where we come together over Zoom. I do one on one chats or one on one meetings with my creators to help you with looking at your analytics in your live stream. I also live stream analytics, rather. I also give tips and strategies in those meetings as well. We have a school platform. That's where we communicate any events and stuff that's happening or updates like our webinar that's tomorrow. I keep promoting, as well as we have group chats here on TikTok. I instead of creating a new group chat, because the group chat max is 32 people. Instead of creating a new one, I removed people who had not been going live. And so you guys might have saw that, some of you in the group chats, like I removed some names because I was like, these people are on the books and they're not going live. So I really want people to engage in the live streaming process. So if you're not going live, you don't need an agency. You got to make sure you are going live. Hey, Nina, is the webinar free? The webinar is a TikTok agency webinar where they invited our creators to attend this meeting. So you have to be in my agency to attend it because it was an invite through the agency TikTok live community for agencies. So I said I'll come back and I'll probably give some cliff note versions of what was talked about. I'll save that for my super fans if you want a kind of an in-depth understanding. And then obviously we'll debrief as an agency on Sunday as well. How do I manage going twice a day for hours with a young child? He is at school right now and he stay in school and daycare. He is not home, which is why I go live this time. Honestly, that's the reason. So 10 and 4 works for me because he's not here. Yeah, he's never here. I shouldn't say never. He's here sometimes. He is here sometimes. It's funny. My husband's like, "Oh, should we keep him at home this time?" I said, "No. He going somebody's daycare. He going somewhere." But no, he's away. Is it too late for someone to join your agency? No, it's not too late, friend. He will be at somebody's daycare. He will not be here. He said I also have a toddler. Yeah, so for my daughter, she had a mom at the time where I wasn't a stay-at-home mom. She had a mom that was like she got me at a time in my career where I was like ascending in leadership and I was doing all the things. So from pretty much, I think I got 12 weeks for maternity leave. 12 weeks for her, and I actually got a long extended maternity leave for him because he was born during COVID. So he had me for like the first year. He was home the first full year of his life because of COVID, and I was home too. So he got a whole lot of me. She didn't. She was in daycare pretty much once I was off maternity leave, and she got me. I was working on my PhD. She got a mom that was a busy mom and moving up in my career and stuff. And so he's gotten a mom that has been home a lot. Home his first year. the campus I was working at the time. So post COVID, I was just like everybody else. Like, is this really what I want to do? Because I spent a whole year at home basically because the campus had closed and things were over. And I was like, is this really what I want to do? Do I really want to do the hustle and bustle, getting in a car, driving to work and stuff? So he had me for a year after he went to daycare. And then I went back to work, went back in the office and stuff. And I did that for a whole year. And then I transitioned to a work from home job. And that's when I was working at the corporate position. But I did a work from home job. And so he more or less is used to me being home. For the most part, his life is like mommy doesn't work outside the home for the most part. So he has a different mommy experience. He knows me doing this. So this is like his core memory, like mommy's on the screen going live talking, talking to the people, talking to my community. So he has a different experience. Her experience is like when she sees this, she's like, what are you doing, lady? Like, what's going on? But for him, he's like, hey, this is her job. This is what she does. And he pretends like he's talking to his community in the mirror when he's brushing his teeth and he's going live. So he has just a different perspective about his mom. But but yeah, so he has to be in daycare though because he is a boy. He is a total active little boy. So what do the agencies do for a person? What does the agency do for a person? So let me talk about that. Yes, he said community. Yeah, he's pretty funny about it. My husband hears him talking about me. He's like, "What? This is it's like the Twilight Zone for my husband and the kids and stuff when he's talking about it because that's his reality about what I'm doing." He said, "Always dropping gems." So, um, agency. Let me talk about the agency. So, uh, twice a day, come here. We have the school community. We have the Zoom meetings. I do one-on-ones with you. We do campaigns for the agency. So we have a couple campaigns that we usually run each month. I'm gonna try to do one more before the month is out, y'all. So we'll put that out there. I was supposed to do it last week, but I'm gonna get it in this week. So we'll have another campaign that happens. I don't require battling, but TikTok campaigns in the agency campaigns, if you're going to be on a leaderboard, you probably need to do more battling than not. Just saying, if you're going to hit the top of the leaderboard. Um, so I do encourage it. Don't require it, but I strongly encourage it. I will say this. Let me say this out loud to you all. Charm for Life, welcome to the room. TikTok does also encourage battling. Okay. Thank you so much, Bay Culture. And so they are trying to get agencies to make sure there's enough awareness about them and not to discourage them. I would not be surprised if there's a day that I will need to require them. I say that to you all out loud because I don't want you guys to you talking to me, talking to whoever. I would not be surprised if there's a day where it has to be required, but it is not required currently. But I will just say you might want to think about what you're doing as you engage on these TikTok streets. The day is required. I quit. Hey, that's totally fine. I'm just saying. And the way you guys do it, it doesn't have to be like it could be a rose battle. You guys don't have to be like, oh, I'm out here battling these top A leaguers and stuff, or doing what Coach Jessie is doing, where she doing all the randoms, and the randoms are hilarious and a hot mess. So it could be within the agency, it could be other things, but you don't have to feel like it's something that you can't do. You guys done it. It's okay, and you just keep it moving. You said, "Child." But with that being said, he said, "Lord." She said, "Child and Lord." Oh, you said you're riding with her. I'm just saying, y'all, you guys have to think about your purpose here. And TikTok is like, we need to think we're I say this all the time, and I'm just being honest with you all. We're in a TikTok economy. We're in TikTok's universe. Just saying. So, in this universe, there are things that sometimes you may have to think differently about. Not that you have to do it where it's all out, but yeah, Mr. Street Type, you say it's fun. It isn't hard at all. It's actually fun to. It is fun, and so when we create these barriers, unrealistic barriers about how things have to be and look, I think we're limiting our ourselves. So if we can kind of be open minded about it, I would not. I don't say it's required right now. Like I said, I think it's strongly encouraged. I think it's a way to definitely get more exposure, to have, it's a game. It is a game. That's exactly what it is. It's a game. To get more exposure, to have people who you meet and other platform, I mean other live rooms in their community as well. And then obviously it's a strategy for your monetization. So Dr. Lisa, your battle was the first one I participated in. I know. And hey Black Lotus, how are you, friend? I I need to look. TikTok this whole month has been sending me the little um random battle stuff that I'm supposed to sign up for, and none of my opponents are following me. So I was like, well, I don't have somebody to battle because the opponent ain't doing what they need to do. So for that reason, I haven't talked about it. But actually, I think I'm set up for one for tomorrow. I got to look and see because I haven't checked out the opponent yet, but I need to check it out. Good morning, everyone. Great advice. You do take the pressure down. I need comfort. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I've seen live pros that have 2.5 million diamonds, 200K for a box battle. I want to be at that level. Yeah, yeah. Um, and TikTok wants you at that level too. I'm just saying, TikTok does he wants you there too. Um, so how can you sell products on TikTok? Give me 1 second. I am Sean. Give me 1 second. Good morning. How you doing? Carice Creations. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the radiant launch. So yeah, they want you at that level too. That's why I said there's probably going to be a day where it is something that is strongly encouraged because they know the potential. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, oh, this is, something that is they're just making people do for whatever. They understand what is possible out there. So just know that that's probably the reason why it's not talk. Um, you said let's not talk it into existence. Okay, gotcha. All right, I'll leave it be. So battling is not required. Now, with that being said, so yeah, campaigns are really good, and then we just make sure we're always talking about ways that you can grow. When it comes to whether it's TikTok Shop, whether it is Service Plus, whether it is super fans, whether it is making sure that you are talking about the other features you have and other resources you have for your community. So that's from an agency perspective. We talk about strategies for you to monetize. All right. 200K is on my brain. I heard that, friend. You got this. Maybe I need a monthly battle. That's it. Just do a monthly battle. That's it. Do a monthly battle. I like that. Yeah. There's people who, like I said, Miss Treetop, she do it daily. Y'all, she go live. And Jennifer Springs, she in there battling all day. You heard her come in my live. I don't know if y'all was here. She said, Doc, I battled for 11 to 12 hours straight. That's why she missed my meeting yesterday, y'all. She was battling. So she was battling. She was battling. So but yeah, so she's done well though. I think it's so funny, it's cute because she'll have people come in her live and she looks like a sweet old lady and they're like, okay, let me send her some gifts. Let me send her some gifts. So she's doing her thing. Okay, I just jumped in. What's battling? Um so battling is probably the slang word for what's called a match event. I think it used to be called battle, so that's why it still sticks. But it's match event, and you're competing with another live host. You're in your room, they're in their room, and you're competing for the most points. And so the most points come from your room. Thank you very much, friend. Appreciate you very much, chocolate. Um, you're competing for points by people tapping your screen. The comments get you points as well as the gifting that comes from it. And um, so whoever gets the most points wins. It's more bragging rights because you'll have a streak, a winning streak that you're collecting if you continue to win, and people can take your streak if you lose. However, you still get your points. You still get your diamonds. You still get the gifting that happened. You just don't get the win. The other person who wins also gets what's called power ups for their top three gifters, their top three viewers, and those individuals will get, it's in your gift box. There's a little symbol. They say it looks like a backpack. I don't know what it looks like, but they say that that's where those power ups go, and those are pretty much ammunition for the next time you battle. Coach Jesse, there was a new one that I got for you. When I am I can't see it here. When I come in your room, I'll show it. I meant to tell you that time. I got extra time. Coach Jesse, don't let me forget. I'm gonna let you talk too. Um, let me know if you're still here. But I got extra time for her battle the other day. I hadn't seen that. The time maker. Yeah, that's the first time I'd seen it. Is that newer? Yeah, the timer. So I got that. Yeah, that's the first time I gotten that. You're welcome, friend. And so you can do rose battles, you can do other types of battles. So you don't have to do just um you don't have to do just the traditional, gifting battles. The explanation helps. I was battling and didn't know what I was doing. Oh, really? Were you in a battle or you were supporting a battle? You were actually battling against somebody else and didn't know what it was, or were you like sending gifts and you're like, what is all this? I've only gotten it once. So do you only got it once? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is my first time seeing it. Thank you. That seems crazy. It's scary. Oh no, it's again. You said both. You did both. Okay. Maybe I'm a battler now. You are a battler now. Um, it does not have to be scary. Now, there are some interesting characters that you may randomly come across if you battle a lot. You get the randoms and they are very interesting. And you also get people who are very sweet and genuine, just really nice folks, and you have some great conversations. And then if it's in our agency, we sometimes we'll do the friends and learn. We need to roll that back because we have some newbies in the room too, so we probably need to roll that back in for Fridays. But we would do these kind of low stakes. We would compete against each other type events. So we would do those too. Thank you so much, Sunday. Appreciate you. I met some of my favorite hosts from battling though. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. So don't dismiss it, you all. I think it's not a bad idea. You just have to do it in a way that feels natural for you. But it's not a bad thing. Um, digital products. Somebody asked about selling their digital products. I talked about this earlier. You just got to be careful about redirecting people off the platform. TikTok wants you to use Service Plus as well as if you have physical products, you would use TikTok Shop. So, hey PMP, how are you, friend? He said, late greetings. Welcome to the room. I saw the battle pop up, but I didn't know what it was. Is this to grow your business? Um, no, not necessarily. Well, yeah, maybe. I guess. I'm laughing because I'm like, depends on what you talk about in your battle. You be talking about your business if you want. You're like, hey, y'all, we're gonna talk about my business I offer during this time of the battle, and I want you guys to make sure you're tapping and commenting. And two times the gifting's coming up right now, so yeah, you could do it. Um, no, it's not. I mean, from a monetization purpose, yes. If you are looking to monetize more and engage in that way, it could absolutely it could be. Yeah, it could be. So they should be, it will be, because people do gift at a higher rate than they normally do. So battling does that as well. So from a monetization perspective, you should earn more in a battle. I have to go. Thank you so much, bookkeeper. Thank you so much for being here. Anybody who's interested in an agency, I don't think I wrapped it up fully. I think we went into the battle conversation, but from an agency perspective, you got to make sure you don't belong to an agency. You got to make sure you do not um, have any violations or restrictions, you haven't earned too much, $5,000 over the last 5 months, TikTok says you don't need an agency. Um, if you want to click here and message me about the agency, that's totally fine. If you click my symbol below, you can also message me that way as well, the Service Plus, if you're interested in the agency. My friend Jay, are you still in the room? Let me know if you had other questions. Um, let me know if you have any questions. You can message me directly if you want other questions, additional questions about agency stuff. I know we went away from your question for a minute, but let me know if there's questions. Coach Jesse, she is still doing her campaign this week. Good morning. How you doing, Triple Lux? I messaged you. Okay, perfect. I'm going to send really quickly. I'm going to send this is the agency page. I'm going to say hello. You can go to this page if you're interested in the agency. You can go to the page here. This is what I'm going to essentially send you. This is where my web page is. My stand is on this page. It also has a couple videos. I need to do more content, but it has some videos over there where you can apply directly through those posts to the agency. And then my stand has the very first post is also where the agency link is. All right. Free program. Let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to answer questions in the inbox as well. Um, so Coach Jessie is doing, she is hitting her last 10 days. You are officially on 10 days down, friend. 10 more days. 10 days of this community, I'm sorry, this comedy vertical. She's doing a comedy vertical campaign where TikTok essentially has this program that they're launching for comedians, people who are trying, aspiring comedians. And she's looking to get officially invited where she'll have a comedy coach. She'll get an opportunity to go to New York I'm sorry, to the TikTok headquarters, and maybe New York, maybe Cali, but the TikTok headquarters, as well as she'll get some other support too. And so she's doing that. So she has 10 more days to get it done. She has to get 120 hours as well as 200K diamonds. So she's working hard. She's going to be doing some battling this week. So definitely come out to her battle and support, friends. We want to get her to the finish line. So if you guys don't mind supporting, that would be great. Coach Jesse, put your next schedule of going live in the chat. Um, so we can pin it and people can follow you that way. Hey, I went on live for 3 days. I had this morning. The worst person that cursed me, I was so bad. Oh, Janet. Janet, if somebody put something in your chat that was inappropriate, you could touch the words, you can mute to remove the words, you can block them to remove them, and you can report them. So, yeah, don't let anybody do anything in your chat that is against it's inappropriate. It's against what you want. You said I lost like four people. Yeah, soon that's why you want to monitor your chat. I did. I learned that. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, that's why you always want to be looking at your chat. I try my best not to look away too far, and I'll see comments, and I'm kind of eyeballing stuff. I'm really good at it now, where I can see something messy coming up a mile a minute, and I'm like, okay, let me get rid of this person. I'm saying he was nasty. Spoke dirty. Yes, yeah. So yeah, there's some strange ones out there, but yeah, just make sure you block and report them, and continue to block them because they'll come back under other accounts too. Yeah. So Coach Jesse, you got she's going live today at 1 Central and 6 Central today. He jumped right in and called me the worst name. Yeah, you got to make sure you block them. So you block them so they can't jump back in. But if they jump back in, they're doing it with a different account. Some people, yes, live to be trolls. They do. They do. I had one the other day. I was like, okay, this was different. I had to repeatedly remove them. They came under like four different accounts. I was like, okay, I hadn't done that in a while, but you get all types of people in your room that's just there to be a disruptor. He was terrible. He had four different accounts. Yeah, yeah. So report them too. That option is there for you as well. TikTok typically don't do anything about those report features. I'll just say that now. I don't know why, but yeah, definitely report them. Yeah. Coach Jesse, did you want to come up for a minute, friend, and just do a quick announcement about what you're doing this week? I pinned her. Thank you. You're welcome, Janet. I pinned her. Let me pin you one more time. I think it'll let me do it so you guys can see what time. You said sure. Okay. And see what time she's going live. Make sure you connect with her if you guys don't mind connecting with her so she is looking to grow and achieve this hey friend, this major event and get it all done.
Yeah, yeah, we have the stretch mark for real because we only have literally the rest of this week, and so it's like a weekend and a half we have left right now. So the reality is settling in, but I'm still feeling like this is still doable and obtainable, and I just got to keep going as hard as I've been going. I do gotta check like all my numbers so I know what I'm starting off with today. So I don't know if you could see that right now. Just to know what I'm starting off with this week. So I could kind of come up with a game plan with if I need to make any adjustment to our July um, for the remainder of the days that's left. But nevertheless, I know that I'll have to do some more battling. Definitely, and I know that we're gonna schedule at least two of them, and then the rest of them gonna have to just be whatever I find out there. And those are the ones that are very interesting. But you know what? I know I have a purpose and a reason for doing this. I hope that mute button start working again because that mute button is needed. I got caught up out here in the street yesterday because and I was like, God, can you just silence, please? I couldn't. My choice. I don't even know why the mute button is not working when during your battle. So for those who don't even know what I'm talking about, so when you battling, like right now, as me and Doc is side by side, if I was battling her, there would be an opportunity for me to mute her side so that I can just concentrate in talking to my peoples and they concentrate in talking to their people. But some reason, I don't know, since the last update, the mute button just stopped working and it doesn't work. And so therefore you are hearing whatever's going on their side and whatever they saying, all of that, and which is not always, it doesn't have to be bad, it could be distracting, but the ones I've been getting is bad.
Yeah.
Don't get discouraged though, still go
Yeah, we,
battle.
we we being positive. We got some new
Yes,
ones in the room.
positive, keep battling, don't worry. But it wasn't a bad thing. It was just the music style. The truth is, it wasn't like they was
No,
doing something
he
bad.
seemed I caught the end of it. He seemed like he was a good guy. Like you said,
Yeah,
his music was
yeah,
not your
he wasn't
taste.
doing anything bad. Like he, we had chatted before. Yeah, I was like, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put you mute. He said, okay, he's gonna mute me too. So my typical thing I say now is like, hey, we'll do a one and done, and I'll see you in five. So they usually go, okay, boom. So that's it. But it's just that just lately the mute button doesn't work. But in any event, that's the only thing I would say for right now. That's like really crazy because you don't know what they're gonna be saying, and even though you could be eavesdropping for strategy, but this one I couldn't even focus on strategy because the words of the music was so vulgar that was distracting for me. But again, that's just a perfect preference. Someone could have loved that music. They could have been turning up you know while he's playing it. It's just not my music choice. So that was the only thing. But I know that I'll probably be hitting the random a little bit more often this week because I gotta get that number up to 20K. And I know sometimes, like when I hit the battle button, it seems like people run away too, and it just I want to kind of, put some things out there and disclaimer like, don't leave because it's battling, because you could be tapping and giving points. You could be sharing the live out. You could be still doing what needs to be done to help that battle. Because people think that if I don't have any money, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm sharing right now. Figure if they don't have any money in their account, then that means they should leave. And don't. I just want to tell you, if you come into the room tonight, you will see a lot more battling because of, I got to use power ups to get those numbers up. But don't leave. I'll show you and tell you exactly what you need to do and how you can help. And, just so you don't think that if I don't have no coins, I don't need to be in the room. But that's going to be more things I talk about before I hit the battle button because the numbers always go down, which it does in other rooms too. But just to make sure people understand what's going on and how you can still help that person win the battle. Um, and you can also, you be used as a eye, an eye on the other side. So I'm gonna be talking a little bit more strategy too this week. So just be mindful of that. And yeah, so Doc, if you have any numbers you can look at for me, like what I'm starting off with this week.
Yeah, couple things I just want to respond to Triple X and I Imagery's questions. Just kind of keep in mind TikTok does push battles. I'm just saying this out loud so you guys understand the logic a little bit more. People do battle because they know they'll get pushed out to the For You feed and they're getting pushed out in front of people. And so you'll get random people coming into your battle where they see the screen set up like this and they're like, oh, well, let me come to this page. Let me see what's happening here. And you got people who come in and just want to support a battle.
Yeah,
Um,
you never
and
know
so you'll have
who's
people
going
that
to show up in your room, honestly. And Black Lotus, so I'll be back. The battling will be happening in the 6 p.m. because the 1 p.m. I'm doing that is the sight unseen reality show. That one is voice chat. So I named it Sight Unseen Reality Show. So that one I'm doing at 1 o'clock. So there's no battling there, but you can still come and support in that one too.
yeah.
You can tap, you can share it out, you can gift. Certain things you cannot gift during that because it's not a live one, so it's not an interactive live like that. But even with those, please come and first of all, the reality sight unseen is actually a whole it's picking up a whole leg by itself now, because it's voice chat, and because of the static image and also the restrictions and violations. So in order for me to avoid those things, I just made it a sight unseen reality show, and that basically means I'm using the mute button less um during the voice chat, and you really hear what I'm like, my background. You hear the dogs, you hear me maybe tripping, falling, dropping things, whatever. And I'm talking about everything while I'm going along the way. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm actually gonna be doing some computer work, so you're gonna hear me probably talking to my AI twin, trying to figure her out and all that. And you might watch a movie with me, because I think it's this Lifetime movie I really want to watch. So we might watch that together. Ready? I'm just saying, it's sight unseen. It's interactive though. So those you can still come and support and chat. Janae and I yesterday we spent a good time. I coached her a lot yesterday, so she spent a good time. She asked if she come up, so me and her spent a good time together and talking and coaching and all of that. So just know there's still other
Are you going to
ways.
invite other folks to come up? Is that something you might be
Well,
doing?
she just, yeah, that's fine. She just asked me when she needed to be encouraged, and she asked me, "Hey, can I come up and chat with you?" And I said,
Mm,
"Sure." And that was church was just about over. We watched church yesterday, two services,
mm.
and it was just the end of the second one. So she came up and we talked, and and it was great. So if you guys want to come up, by all means, you can. Whether it's the sight unseen reality show or the later on to the 6 p.m. The only thing that's going to be changing a little bit is the fact that I might be doing more battles more often, because I was doing them an hour on the hour.
Mm.
I might change that, maybe do a little bit more, because this is like 3 or 4 maybe, but I don't know. I feel like I need to pick it up a little bit, um, and especially use those power ups so I can get more points and stuff like that. So
Okay.
um, yeah,
And so 6 o'clock is when you are doing your regular live. The 1 o'clock is the voice chat. Voice chat is
yeah,
audio only. You also, I don't know if you guys seen the voice chats before, but it's audio only.
yeah. And those will also give me my hours. So those are helping with me gaining my hours, more or less. That's why I'm doing those.
Yeah, and so hours wise, you've done 72 hours. 72 hours. She has to get 120. So you're good. You're pacing well. I mean,
Okay.
yeah. You're pacing well. We just have to
72.
probably pick up the pace a little bit, but yeah, you're pacing
Yeah,
well.
72. So, and how many was today? Say 20. So I
Yeah.
got 10 days. And so I'll have good hours today, because those hours will start calculating. And then tonight, we'll go. probably 3 hours also. So I'll probably get some good one today too. Yesterday I did 6.5 hours.
Okay, that's good.
So it'll probably be like that, somewhat like that today too.
Exactly.
Um,
By
yeah,
you doing the 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Central. She's on the Central time zone. So one
yeah,
Central, six Central. So that's two Eastern, seven Eastern.
yeah.
Okay. Um, let's see. PMP, you said you asked me, how do we get the power ups? Power ups come from winning. You've been winning most of your battles, and
Yeah.
winning being the top three people in the bubbles. So you'll see the little circle bubbles where people are gifted one, two, and three. Not all the time, but most of the time, each of those people gets something. And so TikTok will give those people power ups, which means they got to come back and support the next battle. They expire in 7 days. So you're
Five
looking for
days.
5 days. I'm sorry, 5 days. Yeah. And so you're
I think
looking
I
for those people
had
to come back.
a couple expiring today. Um, there was one battle. I had gloves. I didn't even realize I had that many gloves, so I just kept dropping the glove because they were expiring within 24 hours, and I was like, oh, they ain't gonna make it. So I just kept hitting them with that and a few and some hammers. It's like, sorry, friend, I gotta use these. I'm sorry.
So iMisery is asking a great question.
Mm-hmm.
It would count. It actually does count. So iMisery said if you went into other people's lives and on their panels, would that count towards her hours? I'm sorry, not towards her hours, towards her diamonds. It doesn't count towards the hours. I read diamonds, not towards the hours. She has to be live as a live host for the hours to count. But
Yeah.
diamonds, it does count.
Mm-hmm.
Every diamond counts.
Yeah, it's like every penny count. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so those count. Yeah. So
Hey,
right
friends.
now, like I'm not. Um, the only thing I'm looking to do with anyone is being a co-host, which I
Yes.
actually I may have to change my whatchamacallit with
You need
Dr.
to be doing.
Johnson.
You need to be doing a box battle. Who got box battles going on?
With me, you mean go to one?
Yeah, and be on somebody's box battle. Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta find out. Maybe oh, Don Dada have one. I don't know what his name.
You need to check and see if you
I
can
gotta
be in it.
ask her.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask her today because she do one. Is it on Saturdays?
that would be good if you can get on her list. Her list.
Yeah, she do
Yeah.
it on Saturdays, I think. Because I did ask her about it, but yeah. hmm Um, but with those,
Somebody
still
else
you don't
PMP
get,
says Sonora has box battles.
and you don't get all of it though.
You don't,
It's
but you get some of it.
you get
I've had a
some.
couple creators in the agency. They was in box battles and they had racked up 80K.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll ask her. She probably already getting off now. Oh no, I think she's still on. But yeah, I'll ask about that box battle, and I do have I have an interview. I might have to ask them, can we push it for May? Because I'm gonna need that day to keep going live with as a because he do it as a guest. That ain't not gonna help me.
Oh, you're talking about somebody on TikTok, Dr. Johnson. Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying? Yeah, true.
yeah, because
Yeah,
because it's for April, it's next Tuesday. I just thought about it. I may
yeah.
have to
Do the first
reschedule
May.
that.
Yeah, see if you can
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, because
Um,
I'm gonna need all my hours because he does it as a guest.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's about it. So we at the stretch. It's like we almost at the finish mark, and we only have these two qualifiers, and yeah, like it's gonna happen. But it's not over till it's over, and that's at 11:59, April 30th, my
Hmm.
time. So we got time. Um,
You're almost at 58K diamonds. You got a way to go. You do, but hey, it's possible. 10 days. Anything can happen in a day.
Yeah, I know. So I was thinking, because I've only been investing the wins. So and so that's what I'm gonna need to do. Keep putting it back in.
You hear
So
Soda. Soda said you want to co-host.
yeah,
Mm.
co-host only. Yeah, because I need because that helps me in the hours. Um, the diamonds, I get all of that. That counts towards the 200K. And of course the the money you get from TikTok, recycling that on, I was thinking, to my other accounts. So I gotta bring them up and send it to them so I can use those for battles.
I am, as you say, get on one of those dating show lives and get up there and crack them up. You said they gonna send her a lot of gifts. Be like, oh, she's funny. I love that.
Yolanda, hey friend, how you
I,
doing?
I was telling Yolanda I didn't get a chance to speak fully. I was messaging her. I was like, hey, we miss
Hey
you.
friend, hey friend. Yes, I'm out here. So yeah, guys, it's still a good time the um for me to finish strong, So it's not over, and yeah, we're gonna keep rocking it all the way out. And thank you for all of your support. Thank you for everyone who's asking how they can support. Thank you for everyone who shows up in the room. I appreciate it all. So don't stop, keep coming, and because also engagement, and keep coming in, sharing the live out, and doing more power shares and things like that to keep getting it out to as many people as possible. Even if you got to phone a friend, like, friend, we need to help this girl. Yes, please put me as the community assistant help. So yeah.
So do me a favor, everybody in the room, if you are not already connected with Coach Jessie, you should see a plus symbol next to her name. Click that. You can follow her that way. You also can click her name. It's a
Oh
little
no, I don't
convoluted,
see my
but if you click
picture.
it, it'll show you the gift box. But you see that little picture there? Click her photo, and it shows you her mini profile, and you can follow her. So make sure you are connecting with her. If you click the plus sign, you give her 2 points as part of how she gets points too for being in the room. But but yeah, definitely connect with her, support. I've been doing this with her. We've been doing this as a way to promote and get her out there so that she can hit
Hmm.
this goal. I mean, I'm rooting for you, friend. I'm rooting. So
Yeah, we're
we're
gonna
gonna
do
see if it
it. I
happens.
know we're gonna do it, you guys. We can do it. And I said it's not about, me. I turned the M upside down to we. So, it's definitely something I want all of us to feel a part of,
Hmm.
because celebration won't only just be about me. One, you know, our agency almost made it during Live Fest to to the TikTok headquarters and all that. Although this is not on the exact same level,
Yeah,
um, but it's still a big deal for us as a as a
community.
new agency
I
and
agree.
all of that. So that helps us in general, and so I just feel like it'll be a good time for all of us. Not just
Yeah,
me.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, friend. Well, best of luck. He said, I'm rooting for you too. Yes. Shelly and Soda, there's some other people said they would like to co-host with you. So definitely connect with Coach Jessie, message her, inbox her. Maybe you can get some of those coordinated. You could have a day where
Yeah.
you co-host with some people too and just see if they're anytime people are in your room co-hosting, they're live, they're bringing their community in. It gives you visibility, you know. So it's not a bad
Yeah.
thing.
If
Not a
you
bad
want to
thing to have
co-host,
co-host or
message
multi-guest.
me. Message me, and I'll go ahead and work out a schedule, because again, we at that stretch mark. So I got
Stretch
the
marks.
yeah, just like the stretch mark. Like what? Yes, the stretch, because I know I'm being stretched. So yes, this is the stretch mark, meaning we don't got no time for no games.
Right,
Okay,
right.
we're gonna go hard. We're gonna go hard. So if you want to go